New York City, New York Knicks. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back.
A minute remaining, Brunson at three. Bam! Jalen Brunson does it again! Timeout!
We're live? We're live! What up, what up? It's your boy, 2 shots, 1/4 of the TOF. I'm here with my mans, Roel, Nunez, Machete. They're going to introduce themselves shortly. Me, personally, I want to start off by saying what's up to the chat, live gang, replay gang, all the gangs. If you're here, we appreciate you. Go ahead, Roel. Take it off.
You know who it is. It's your boy Ruel. I'm just lean back. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my Fat Joe. I'm on my lean back. You know what I'm saying? 2 shots. You know, he got the show today. You know what I'm saying? I got a shoulder injury. I can't QB. So I got my boy over here holding it down while we got the 2 hardest workers in any podcast around. You do it. I'm just saying. I did me. I said my what up to y'all. Appreciate you. Live gang, replay gang. I'll be seeing you guys. I'll chat with you guys. 2 shots back to you, sir. Hot potato.
Old habits die hard. You know what they say. But next up, we got the one and only Nunez. Send it off.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the TOF show. Welcome home. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here rocking and vibing with us, and we greatly appreciate it. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the live replay gang. Shout out to my brother Ruel. Shout out to the new QB. 2 shots. Shout out to Machete that's always muted up out here in the background, working, putting it down, and you know what it is. Shout out to the whole Knicks Nation. What's poppin'?
Thank you. You already know. And last, but definitely not least, Machetazo. Send it off.
Yeah, que lo que, mi gente, la 110. What's up? What's going on in New York City? What's up, Knicks fans? The Organic Fanatic Show. Hey, I told you, but we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about it right now. Look at you and you.
For the record, he don't mean me. He mean the other 2. But whatever, we going to send it off.
Exactly.
Hey, salute to M Special.
It's all right. Shout out to Mike the Specialist, always. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we trying out this new formula. You know what I mean? We got 2 shots quarterbacking for the rest of the week. Starting today, the first day of the week, Sunday, and then me or Machete will take over the following week. So we're trying this new formula out.
Everybody gets a turn. Everybody gets a turn.
Yeah, man. Everybody eats. This is what we're doing. This is how we're gonna do it. At least for this week, you know, and then we'll go on from there. We get your feedback, see how you like it. If you don't, what we can improve on, yada yada. Enough of the housekeeping. Let's get right to it. First off, let's talk about the Milwaukee Bucks and how we destroyed them. Roy, let me get your thoughts. We won 127-98. Again, what are your thoughts?
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was one we needed after, again, we lose to the Cavs. Something that we needed. It was a game that we needed to bounce back. I thought it was good. I thought we dominated them well. I thought we played well. I was looking, like I told you, good wins or losses. I'm going to look at how Brown coaches how he does, I'm going to be a little less harder on him, a little bit, because we're already in the last 22 games of the season. So
Pause.
Definitely a pause after that. I'm not going to be hard on him. Anyway, so
First left for the day. Let's go.
First one, you got it, Keith. Right? Keith's gonna come in late. Did I miss much? So for that, we got 22 games, so I'm just gonna support the team, ride what we got, see what we can improve on. But they did very good. They played well. I saw good movement overall. I'm seeing the passes overall. I think Brown and Jalen Brunson had a communication. They spoke it out, and even though he wants movement and no one touches the ball, even though I was saying for him not to touch the ball or whatever, I think they have an understanding where he's gonna bring the ball up and at least get rid of it quick. He's gonna get rid of it really fast. He's gonna get rid of it quick. He's gonna get rid of it anyway. But nonetheless, I liked it. We beat him by quite a bit. Of course, they were undermanned without Giannis. They let this guy go all out. Salute to David Smith. See you in the chat there. But I was happy with the game. I thought it was good. I thought it's raining men went off a little bit too much in the game. I thought we were jumping on pump fakes. But nonetheless, other than that, I thought we did really well. I thought Brunson set the tone. He was very aggressive in the beginning. He moved the rock. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 7 or 8 assists that he had in that game, if you can correct me there. But I think he had around 7 or 8 assists. He had like 22 and a half.
Who was that?
Jalen Brunson. I think he had 7 assists.
Jalen Brunson had assist 3
in that game against the Bucks.
Against the Bucks.
Okay, I stand corrected. But nonetheless, he was aggressive. I know he had like 22 in the first half, so I like his aggressiveness. He set the tone and got everybody into it. I like OG was cooking, Mikal Bridges, and other than that, I do like the dog that we got from Jose Alvarado. He's been setting the tone, been playmaker. I've been liking that. So a lot of stuff I could be talking about, but I'm really excited overall how the team is playing. Shamit, Jose, and OG for the last 2 games have been excited about that.
All right. Thank you for that. I just want to say real quick before I go to Machete and get his thoughts. The comment that David Smith said, the Knicks were at their best defensively with Cat guarding Wemby. The Spurs shot 26 from 3 on Sunday. Actually, that's later on for the show. My bad. So, Cat got him easy 7 shots. Cat got him easy 28 minutes. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, but Machete, what are your thoughts on the Bucks game?
Well, I didn't get to see the Bucks game, but we spanked them. I wasn't worried about them. All they have is Giannis, and they don't got too much going on. Other than Giannis and Portis, I mean, what did they do? We're holding these teams to under 100. So fucking Bucks, Houston, Spurs, whoever you want to talk about, we're holding them under the 100. That's all that matters to me. So that's what's up with the Bucks. We held them under 100.
That's all we need to know.
Didn't we hold them under the most of all the teams that we beaten?
Except for today. I think today we held them less, didn't we?
Didn't we hold somebody at 80-something at one point?
Yeah, it's close.
89 or something?
But the defense is playing very well. I'll give you that for sure.
David Smith, thank you for clarifying.
My bad, like I said, we're ramping it up, bro. These guys are just starting to become cohesive.
Okay.
They're just starting to gel. We just starting to get these guys. We've only had them a month, not even a month. It's only been a month. So which we talking about? We still got 23 more games to go, or maybe 20 games to go with this group of guys that we just getting warmed up with. And if I'm not mistaken, I still believe we're trying to get one more before March, or something like that. But we got room for one more. We can make one more move before the end of whatever it is that we got open for to get another player. But right now we got he's even starting just to try to find the 10 guys that he wants to play with. But we just got Sohan, we just got Alvarado, and these guys just starting to warm up and they're starting to gel and starting to find each other, like each other, and you see the chemistry, and that's what's going on. Hey, so what was that about the Bucks?
I actually think your boy is actually going back to black tips. And not in a negative thing. I just think he knows the playoffs coming, and he's looking at a shorter rotation, maybe 8 or 9. But he's starting to short the rotation a little bit because that's why you're not seeing Kolek unless we do a blowout like we did with the Bucks. So the fact that he's sticking to those 8, I think it's actually helping the team. So
Pause with the blowout. Pause with the blowout.
Beating the team by a lot of points. Since we're beating them by a lot of points, leave it to you next. No, I thought he's shortening it up. Obviously, other than the Bucks game, you're gonna see something different because we blew them. We beat them by a lot of points. Okay, we beat them by a lot of points, and then the other players got into the game. The other players got in and got some minutes. But I thought it was good. I see him shortening the rotation. Yes.
Are you drinking?
No, I'm sober.
Are you drinking? Because that's 3 points back to back.
You're breaking up really bad. You're breaking up really bad. 3 pods.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. 3 something. That's all I heard.
Yeah.
I think Will Knicks is having some issues, so
he's walking in the hallway. So he's
when he returns, I'll send it off to him. In the meantime, I don't want there to be much dead air, so we're gonna move on.
I should be drinking because it's Saucy Sober Smoke 'em Sunday, but I'm sober.
No. This is my show,
I don't know.
And this is just a regular schmegular Sunday. We all sober. I couldn't get my weed. I gotta wait till next week. I'm fucking pissed.
Here we go.
It's just this is gonna be the worst week of my life.
But not today. Today you're doing good.
But exactly, you got it.
See.
Anyways, since I'm the moderator, we're gonna move on. So, my thoughts on the game. We whooped them, and I can't really say anything other than that. It was a beautiful game. Cat was aggressive. David Smith, I've been wanting to talk to you for a couple of days. Your boy has been balling the fuck out. Your man is aggressive, taking it to the ring. Not looking for that foul, that floppy bullshit that he used to do. Not hooking. When we get this kind of cat, I said it in the chat, but when we get this kind of cat, I see a chip in the very near future. Because this version of cat, it's just unstoppable.
You mean this year?
And
right?
I wanted to get your thoughts, Ruel, on what you think about specifically Cat and how his game has changed in the recent week or so.
2 things that I noticed for sure, and you can see some of that in today's game, is where I spoke before that I think you have to get Cat in the post, and people misconstrued that thinking that I'm saying the entire game just to get him off early. I think we've been looking for him early. He's been getting touches early, not saying that Brunson's hogging the ball, but that he's a focus that other people are looking for him in the offense, where he's going to get a touch, he's going to make a move, he's going to roll with it. So I thought that was really important. They started with him in the post last 4 or 5 games when he was on that 20 and 24. He was getting doubles, high 20s when Shaq was talking to him. We were looking for him early, looking for him in the post. I think in the Cleveland game he struggled a little bit, and then we didn't follow that formula in Cleveland. Now we kind of go back to it again. But the second thing that I wanted to see is Jose Alvarado has been instrumental in this team. If you look today, he was mic'd up, which we'll talk about later, how he talks to the teammates, how he gets everybody involved, enrolled. He talks to them the right way. He's been inspirational. If you watch the games with him and Cat, you can see him talking to him. You can see him telling Cat where he's going to get in the post, looking for him, even if he turns it over, trying to get Cat the ball. I think getting Cat involved, making Cat feel important in the game. Alvarado's been doing a phenomenal job about that. That's why I said when we got him, he's going to be a great playmaker. I think that's a skill set that most people overlook with him. He's a very good playmaker. I said that when we're comparing him against Dante DiVincenzo. So the fact that when he's either in with Brunson and he defaults to Brunson to let Brunson do whatever, but he's also doing what Deuce used to do, but he's more of a playmaker than Deuce. Deuce is good. Like, I'm gonna defend and I'm gonna score, but Jose can do that. Plus, he can play make, so he gets the other players involved really well. So I think that's been a big key for him, given the confidence. So I think finding him in the play early, and I think others looking for him, i.e., Alvarado, Shamit, stuff like that, has been working really good for him.
All right. Well, David Smith says some comments. Respectfully, I disagree. I believe we are chip contenders when we get this kind of cat. Machete, what are your thoughts on Cat in the recent play? All right, moving on to New Knicks. New Knicks, what are your
He
thoughts?
probably he probably hasn't caught that because he was still working, and I think he missed most of the game anyway. Salute, Just
All
Knicks.
right.
Just Knicks. You want to read the chat? I'll let you read the chat.
Yo, yo,
Yep, there you go.
yo.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Yo, go ahead.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, what were we talking about? The Bucks game, Alvarado and Cat.
Mainly Cat and his recent play, and how you see him playing.
Well, I really didn't watch the Bucks game and the last game either, so I really couldn't tell you. But from what the stats are saying, and getting the wins, shit, I think it's working. But I agree with what my brother said about Alvarado, uh, making Cat more inclusive. Because every time Alvarado gets on the floor, you see Cat gets a little giddy, like he's more amped up. I mean, everybody does that once Jose's on the floor, because his talent, his speed, and his vision. But Cat, I still think he needs more touches. Pause. But yeah, like I said, I didn't see the game, so I really couldn't. I couldn't call it.
Hey, salute to the chat. Go ahead, two shots. I know you want to do that. I'm not gonna jump in to do do your duty in your show today.
You keep jumping in though.
Force a habit.
You keep saying you're not gonna jump in, but you jump in.
I just didn't know if you were gonna address it because there's a couple new people there. I didn't know. I don't know. I'm gonna just lean back. I'm gonna lean back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not even
So,
looking. I'm not even looking. I'm looking away. I'm not even looking at the chat.
okay. Just Nick said Jose needs to stay at least 3 years.
At least.
I need a little more information on that. I'm not sure. Stay where, do what? I'm not sure.
Staying as a Nick, basically to sign him, not just to let him
Ah,
go.
okay.
He definitely a lifer.
Okay, cool.
He's gonna die next year.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm with it. I like him.
Hey, hold on.
Matthew, Mitchell Robinson. What's his future looking like? That's a solid question, my friend, and I have no idea. I don't know how to answer that. It really depends on Mitch and what Mitch wants, and where this team is at once his negotiations are up. Because you know we could win a chip, and then that's not his priority. It's more money, so he leaves and goes gets his bag, or maybe he wants the chip, and maybe we give him the best opportunity for that, and he re-ups for whatever. I'm thinking somewhere around 20 for 4 or 5 years. I wouldn't go too much further than that, but that's just me, my opinion. I don't know, but there's a lot of moving parts that I can't really hone in on one specific thing just yet because it's just too many moving parts. As far as David Smith, he's going off with the whole cat. He feels that cat is being disrespected and not used properly, and yada yada. I get it. You're a cat fan. I totally understand. In my humble opinion, I don't think Cat is being underused. I don't think he's being phased out. I don't feel like he's being frozen out. Whatever you want to say. Personally, it's just the offense. We got way too many weapons, and the way this team is set up, it is very kind of like lead by committee, if you will. So, for example, if Bridges is hot, then they're going to Bridges. If OG is hot, then they're going to OG. Obviously, you have your mainstays in Brunson and Cat, but they don't really, in my humble opinion, they don't really deter the team from making the best plays and the best outcomes in that situation. I know some people will say, "Oh, Brunson pounds the air out of the ball, blah blah blah. No pick and roll between him and Cat, yada yada." I think that's all part of the offense. And genuinely speaking, every single person in this team can get you 20. So it's very difficult to spread the love. What do you say, Raw?
No, I mean I agree. I look at this point. As hard as I want to be, pause, man. Listen, my brother's messing with me.
Man, just
strict
talk,
as
man.
strict.
Just talk.
Anyway, as strict as I want to be with Mike Brown at this point late in the season, I still got to give him the same pass that I gave Tom Thibodeau. It's a first year with him, as you guys been saying to a certain extent. It's a new offense he's trying to learn. They had to retool it after they went on that losing streak. So I think that's what I was talking about. Him and Brunson had a consensus. They had to dumb it down a little bit. You know, he probably has a very good offense, but with the skill players that he have, I think what Mike Brown was trying to run prior to that was with young teams, young that he's trying to get them to learn something, where he had to readjust it now late in the season because he got a team of very smart players who've been in the league a long time, so they know what they're doing. So where he had to dumb it down, like, look, maybe I'm being too detailed on this, where you guys are smart enough to figure it out, and then where he's letting go by committee. So that's why the last couple of games where you're seeing Cat get involved, obviously prior to that Cleveland game where he was averaging 24 and 14 and everybody else is still scoring, was a good option, good seeing. So you're seeing that he's going to get that happen. Now, is Cat going to get 20 plus every game? Probably not, and we don't need him to. Just like some games we don't need Brunson to score 40 or 30 points. Sometimes Brunson can score 25. Go ahead, Machete. You were saying something?
No, my bad. Go ahead.
Okay, you're taking it up. Put on mute if you're talking.
My bad.
So that's what I was thinking of. Overall, I think we're doing really good. I think as much as we've been talking for Cat to do good, and as much as David Smith wants to see Cat get 40 a night, as much as you want to see Brunson get 40 a night, I think the ideal amount is literally about 20 plus. Because if you see OG playing how he played the last two games, if you see Bridges how he played this game, if you see Jose, if you get equal distribution, it's the most lethal Knicks team that you'll ever see. Because you know that everybody can get it going, everybody can shoot. It's not my shot, your shot, my shot, your shot when you have like a big three where they go off and then everybody else, if you happen to catch and shoot, you earned your money. So as a team game, everybody can ball. How we play today is the most ideal. So what does Cat have right now? 2 shots. What was his stats?
Today he ended with 12 points. 12 points, 14 rebounds, no blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist.
Well, and what about Brunson?
Jalen Brunson, 24, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Yeah, 4 rebounds.
What about Mikal Bridges and OG?
Mikal, 25, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 steals. OG, 12, 5, 1.
I mean, there you go. So that and there's gonna be nights that OG has it going, like the last 2 games maybe, and then now Mikal Bridges has it going, where the wing stops are doing what they got to do. Mikal's gonna give you 19, 5, and 5 on an average. If he gives you your averages and he plays great defense, you're fine. But overall, it's a team game. Now, when it gets to the playoffs, you're gonna have a game where you need Brunson to give you a 40-piece chicken McNuggets. You know what I'm saying? And light it up and hit 7 threes. You might have a game where mismatches, and that's where I want to see Cat be a little more dominant as these next games go, to look for the mismatches and dominate there. But there's going to be a game. You saw Cat saved us against Philly or a couple other games where he hit the big shot. So it's not about the individuals, it's a team game now that we're looking at. But they will have a game. I'll tell you right now, there's going to be a game that Brunson's going to give you the 30-piece. Somebody's not shooting well, and he's going to have to pound the air of the ball. But that's playoff basketball. I expect that then. You're going to have a game where Cat's going to just keep cooking. But the point is that they all look for each other. The number one thing to win as a Knicks besides defense is 27 assists or higher. That's what we're looking for. If we get the assist, everything else falls into place. That's all that matters. But I like how they've been playing. Would I like to see Cat with more? Yeah, of course, great. But I like seeing everybody else hit more. I like seeing Mo Diawara hit shots. Those are the shots that Cat could be taking. Mo hit, I think he had 11 points today, if I'm not mistaken. So you got someone who's an unexpected player today give you some points. So I liked it all around. Good. 14? Even better. Even better. Those are 14 shots that could have been for Cat. But because Mo hit them, it forced their defense to spread out. Not to clog the paint on Cat, not to clog the paint on Brunson, not to leave it open for OG to drive. So those other players, look at Jose driving in the lane, the little floater shot that kept it open. So when he drove again, he was able to find Cat with the play, the no look to Bridges. So that because they're impacting the game, it opens it up for everybody else. So that's it.
Yeah, Machete. What do you say? All right, no Knicks. You there?
I don't know if he ain't watched the game, so he might not be here because he's literally working.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to address some of the people in the chat. I think we got some new people there.
Yeah. I'm gonna address David Smith because he's the one that's really commenting. So I wholeheartedly agree, and I'm 100% in with this squad and what you just said. I wholeheartedly believe we are chip contenders when we play like this. Now, for David Smith, my question to you is, what's more important? That Cat gets 40 and 19, or that we blow out teams by 20 and 30 as a squad? What do you want more? Because if you want to exalt Cat more than the team, that's detrimental, and that's not going to get us to where we want to be.
I think the attic.
But if that's you, I'm asking you. I want you to respond with whatever is your truth. If you want Cat to be exalted, by all means, complain left, right, and center that he's not getting 40. But if your ultimate goal is to win that chip, then I'm gonna need you to start looking at a macro picture and not a micro Cat problem that you might think we have. Anyways,
let me say one thing to him, and then I think Matthew Hurley in the chat had a question for you. David Smith, listen, as you know, you've been here before. I'm not a super fan of this guy. I wasn't a fan of him before, but guess what? Right now we got 22 games to the playoffs. Whether we like the guy, hate the guy, whatever it is, we're in the thick of it right now. The team is rolling. Yep. So we just got to run what you brung. That's an expression when you race your car. This is what I got. This is what I'm racing. I don't got no big turbo. I don't got the big this is what I got. I'm going to see what I can do with this. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, look, I agree with you. Whether we like him or not, whatever the case may be, at some point you got to like your team, whatever it is. If you're a Knicks fan, which I believe you are, I don't think you're a Cat fan. And I know you're maybe the Cat bandwagon leader and president and CEO of Cat Enterprises, Kibbles and Bits and all that. But at the same time, the jersey you buy is not it has a logo in the front that says New York on it. So I'm assuming you're a Knicks fan. And if you are, listen, I don't think there's any year in Knicks fandom past 83 that every Knicks was in the same accord. You know what I mean? Like at some point you didn't like this player, you didn't like this coach. You can see there's always controversy, but at this time of the season, it's time to just back the team. Could we, we could always find something to complain about every game, every season. And I agree with you. I'm not a fan of the coach, but right now the team is winning. Yeah, and even when we lose, and listen, I lost my shit. You saw the other game, and I'm mad at the guy. But right now we got 22 games into the playoffs, and I want to win. I like the team where we're getting to there. I can be mad at Brunson for not getting 12 assists a game, which we've done it. But now we're seeing some kind of consistency with the team. And right now it's to either support the team and ride with them, or we can complain about it for another year. And we've complained about it. Trust us. You can come here another episode. We're probably going to be upset about something, but you still at some point got to support your team. Whether you don't like the coach, Cat's been playing good. We gave Cat his kudos. And listen, we're Dominican. If we're not backing him, I don't know. The whole squad here is Dominican. If we're not backing the guy, like, we're backing him. But again, as my brother always says, it's the name in the front of the jersey.
Pause. I don't know about backing nothing. Just pause, nigga.
I didn't say back behind him. I said back. I didn't say back in him. I said backing him.
Anyways, new Knicks, give me your thoughts. What's up? I haven't heard from you all episode, brother.
Except eep up or.
No, I haven't watched it. I still think. I still think Mike Brown sucks. As much as we're winning, I'm not gonna be comfortable with my team while this guy's at the helm. You guys could have at it, you know what I mean, and tap dance together when there's a little dub, you know what I mean. But deep in my soul, I won't. Yeah, I can't. But it's my squad. We winning. I'm happy. Brunson is doing his thing. Not hogging the ball. From my research because I haven't been watching my team because I'm still on strike. But yeah, from what I've been hearing, everything's going good. And shout out to my squad. Fuck the coach.
And I think, did you read that chat question? Well, Machete's gonna go in, but I think for Matthew.
Yeah, I want Machete's thoughts. He hasn't spoke pretty much all episode.
Yeah. Yeah, now that I said fuck the
coach. I'm driving the vehicle. I can't right now. Just give me a few minutes.
Yeah. Just say, brother, do what you gotta do. Get to where you gotta get to. Park the car, and then we'll get your thoughts. No worries.
I get just Glaze in the building.
Hey, what's his intro? Just Glaze?
Just Glaze?
Go ahead, 2 shots.
Anyways, we're gonna move on from that, and now I'm gonna quickly touch on one thing he said that we're making assumptions. Yes, we are making assumptions. That's what you do when somebody says something. You make an assumption on what they said, and my perception of you reading your comments is that you're just a Cat fan and you want Cat to succeed. That's how it's coming on.
Can you read that? Can you read the comment because I have no access to comments.
He's just complaining like up and down throughout the chat, solely about Cat, and Cat getting his numbers.
Mute yourself, Machete. Mute yourself, Machete.
Oh, my bad.
Keep your Glaze off the mic.
Anyway, he's just saying you guys are short-term memories about getting destroyed by the Pistons and Cavs. What about getting destroyed by the Pistons, missing Durant? And listen, that's okay.
That's valid. That's valid. But you come with good points like this, and this doesn't make you a Cat homer. You know what I'm saying? Then I can rebuttal and be like, this, that, and the third. But when you just solely focus on Cat, it's a problem.
Listen, and we agree. You see in the show, we obviously went off on, but guess what? You can't go undefeated. You can't go undefeated in the basketball. You can't. No one's gone undefeated.
Okay, that's cool. Did we talk about today's game or because I heard you?
We were covering the Bucks game.
Okay, because I don't know. Today's game told a different story.
What did you think?
Okay.
Go ahead, my bad, 2 shots.
Yeah. And then hold on. Last thing I'm gonna say is I'm not trying to spread lies. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. That's all I'm doing. If you're a Cat fan, cool. I know how to address you as a Cat fan moving forward. If you're a Knicks fan, cool. I don't know how to address you moving forward. Two things can't be true at the same time. You can't be a fan of Cat and you can't be a fan of the Knicks. But you can't be crying when we're blowing teams out by 20, 30 points. Like, you gotta have a balance, brother. You know what I'm saying?
All right, but what he's saying is also valid because we did get, destroyed by a few teams that we should have been handling business. And you just don't see Mike Brown's approach to it because from what I overheard, like Brunson was not going. That's why Cat has such a thing with Alvarado because Alvarado's he's gonna feed the two most important players, which is something that Jalen Brunson should be doing with Cat. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why Cat gets emotionally hyped when Alvarado's there, because he does the same thing with Brunson. Like, he defers to Brunson when he's on the court. He got an easy layup. He's gonna leave it back to Brunson so he can score. You feel what I'm saying? Even though he could get the bucket, he wants to give it off to the next man. You feel what I'm saying? He did that with Brunson a few times. He does that a lot with Cat. You know what I mean? That's why guys like, playing with him. And Jalen Brunson, as the captain of the team, as what our chat was saying, is that Cat was brung here, like Perk says, like, Brunson is the man, but the most important piece is Cat. You know what I mean? Cat was brung in to help Jalen Brunson. You feel what I'm saying? So if he was brought here to help Jalen Brunson, the same way Jalen Brunson was brought here to help Randall. You know what I mean? So he should be deferring to him a little more. You feel what I'm saying? Because when Cat has the ball, if I heard one of the announcers saying, "Oh, Brunson's initiating the offense with 11 seconds left on the clock." We can't have that. We can't have 11 seconds on the clock
It's
and
not.
just
It's
starting
not.
our offense.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
No, I'm just saying this from what I'm overhearing. You feel what I'm saying? Because I haven't really watched the games,
Yeah, but
but
that was a couple of games ago. That was a couple of games
Yeah,
ago.
bro. Like, what we doing, bro? We crying about last week.
Yo,
Like,
man, look,
can we
this is
live
my
in the
problem.
moment?
This is my problem with New Knicks. This is my problem with New Knicks. He doesn't fucking watch the fucking games because he's on
yeah, I
strike, so he can
don't.
shut the fuck up. And you talking about the coach sucks. This motherfucking coach hasn't winning against. This was San Antonio, bro. This is the number 2 team in the West, bro. This is the team
Come
that
on, talk
beat
about it.
OKC twice, and
Talk
we've
about
already
Okay,
it.
but
beaten
we
San
wasn't talking
Antonio
about. We
twice.
wasn't talking about
Talk
that game. We
about
wasn't
it.
talking about that game.
Talk
Am I
your
wrong?
shit.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
We was talking about the previous game. We haven't even got to that game
Didn't we
yet.
spank these guys in the Emirates Cup? And these guys already beaten OKC, the title contenders, twice. They've beaten the title contenders twice, and we've swept.
And we
What
beat
more
them
do you want,
twice.
bro?
No, three times. Is that 3 times up?
Yeah.
Because
We
the
we we
cup
kept
game
we
doesn't
kept
count.
this.
Or
I don't
counts,
even
right?
know what happened with them. I don't know what happened to San Antonio that we held them to 90. What did we held them to? What was the score?
98 9?
Under 98,
89,
under
89,
100.
89.
89 fucking points is what they scored.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Oh, thank you. Listen. My thing is, before
When
we
we
start talking
playing?
about the Spurs game, the last thing I'm gonna say about this
Yes.
subject is this. Yeah, the last thing I'm gonna say about the subject is this. It is what it is. We're winning. Let's enjoy the victories. Let's move on. Um, Now moving on to the Spurs game,
Hey,
89
hey,
to 114.
read the chat afterward. Angry.
Okay, 89 to 114. We played a great game. Let me get your thoughts. We got the listen. We got, in my humble opinion, whatever adjective you want to use, best, complete, yada yada. This was Bridges. This was his show. What are your thoughts?
I'll give you my thoughts, but before I'm gonna say what's up to the chat because I would say salute to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna give it to you anyway. So salute to David Smith who going the off. Salute to Just Knicks.
I
just got to move on sometime, but we'll address you. Salute to Just Knicks in the building. Salute to Matthew Hurley. Matthew, I haven't forgot your question. If he doesn't answer it, I'll jump in, but I'm letting him run the show. But I'm saying what's up to y'all anyway. Appreciate you, Matthew Hurley. Daniel Berrysport, who's always in the building. Appreciate you, my guy. Salute to you. Coach Sayer 167, long time no see. Appreciate you, my brother. Him and Angro 1. Salute to you. We're gonna answer some of your questions. Angro, that was funny. I see your question, but
that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Listen, I'm not. If you guys don't know, I'm not running the show today. I'm trying to divide and conquer, letting the squad do it. So today is Two Shots hosting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the leftover.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to swim.
So if you see, he's gonna be pretty much running the show, but I'm gonna be, I'll give some comments in there. So feel free to roast him, give some comments, positive feedback, roast him, give him some questions. Get on his ass. Pause. So salute to you guys there. Everybody in the chat.
Big task. What do you mean by that? Let me know what you mean by that.
Appreciate you. Appreciate that. Coach, he's dropping bombs. Salute to him. Appreciate you guys. So for me, in this game, I thought it was very big. I thought this was a game we had to show out. There's a couple of big games. Obviously, the Detroit and Cleveland games were a disappointment to us because those are rivals, people that are in our division that we know. I think we just slept on those particular games. You know, we thought that we could beat them. We beat them before, and we kind of took them lightly. Coach didn't have the right game plan. We could beat a dead horse, so whatever. Go watch the episodes that we did. We went the fuck off on those episodes. Go watch them. Number one, replay worthy. A lot of funny shit. Go watch those episodes. We said enough on there. As for now, I think the team and the coach are aligning themselves on what they need to do. You're seeing... It's still Brunson. Brunson has to be him. I think he just said, yo, I need to fucking touch the ball. Let me dribble the fucking ball. But he's getting rid of it a little bit faster. A little bit faster. You can see some plays where it's a happy medium between them. I'm serious. I think they just said, fuck it. We'll figure it out. And then they passed the rock. I thought it was really good. Brunson makes his play. If he doesn't see something he likes, he gets rid of it. They move the ball, and everybody played. Which you're seeing the importance of it because everybody else is touching the rock. That's what I said I'm going to be looking at. That's what I said is the most important. If everybody touches the rocks, they feel they're involved in the game, we're good. I said the number one thing is assist for me. Everything else don't matter because if we have assists, everybody's touching the ball. I don't care if we had 30 assists and Brunson has 49 points and 0 assists. I mean, I do, but at the same time, as long as everybody else is involved. And today you saw the perfect recipe with that. We played defensively. We came focused for 48 minutes. That's the only thing I care about. Assist and 48 minutes of focus. Our defense has been crazy. The fact that we have beat the number 2 team in the West Coast, who is, when they come to play, they are literally manhandling teams. They beat OKC. I think they swept the series, if I'm not mistaken, against OKC. They fought Denver. They played. It was a war against them in Minnesota. So they are playing. It's not like this team. We made them look real small today, and they came ready to play us at the Garden. They knew what we did to them before. So when they came ready to play this game. So this was the first time I see a team that had us on our calendar. And guess what? We had this game on our calendar too. Us too. We could do that too. I could circle this date. And they just came ready to play. I thought the team played very well. The last 2 games that I said earlier, you're seeing OG involved in the game. Hey, OG's involvement, his focus into the game, being ready. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he took, I don't know what it is that OG's, whatever OG's doing, he's ready in this game. OG's playing.
Yeah, you're going to start some shit, bro.
Nah, I there's pollen in my area. There's pollen. So
Nah.
I got there's pollen in my area. I got to make sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? So OG's been ready to play. He's been psyched up. You know what I'm saying? Same with Bridges.
OG's gonna come to work tomorrow. Know this, come in.
Pee in this cup. You need to pee in this cup. Hey, he's getting tested tomorrow. OG, I'm gonna test you.
Hey, OG, yo, step into my office real quick.
Be like, yo, you were in Philadelphia. You did an episode with Podcast P. Yeah, pee in this cup. We need you to pee.
Oh my!
OG getting tested tomorrow. My bad, OG. He's playing all
like that, bro. What's wrong with you?
Listen, he's playing as good. He's playing so good. You better piss test him because he's playing like he's on peds. You know what I'm saying? And salute to him if he ain't. You know what I'm saying? My boy's doing good. We're just bullshit. Hopefully you don't get tested. All that to say, he's playing really good. He's playing aggressive. He's playing focused. You seeing Bridges too. I don't know if he had a bowl of Chipotle in the afternoon. He's a little more rested. Salute to Chipotle. This could be you. Sponsorship here. but him and Bridges were engaged, and I think the mixer. But even as you're looking for joking around, but Mo Diawara, I think
Mm.
you're seeing someone else who's a lengthy defender, who's aggressive defensively, and who can shoot. Is also taking it's a help. You're talking about a third of that weight, the workload that they have to deal with. Is being distributed to Mo Diawara, so it doesn't stretch out OG too much defensively. It doesn't stretch out Mikal Bridges too much defensively. When you have that other player who's a tall wing, 7+ wingspan, and who could also shoot three, so whoever's guarding him, you have to guard Mo Diawara. He's gonna spread. He's gonna shoot the ball anyway. You said earlier that he was missing shots, so I think the involvement with him is helping distribute the defensive workload, which helps out. It doesn't wear out Mikal Bridges that he's completely exhausted, that he can't shoot, run, drive, or steal because he's worried about everybody else's missing assignments. You know what I mean? So I think that's been a big plus where Mike Brown, I got to give Mike Brown kudos for that, the adjustment. Although we'd like to see possibly Sohan, I give him props for sticking to his gun, for sticking to someone he knows. He knows what Mo Diawara can do. He's seen him. Had him in camp. He's seen him in summer league. And I think it'll be unfair to keep playing Sohan to a certain extent. But that's what I saw today that's been helping. You see Mo Diawara, games that we've lost where he didn't play Mo Diawara and try to see what else and experiment other ways. You got to just stick to Mo at this point. Mo is he's a real solution for the Knicks. Maybe not long term, not for more than 10 to 15 minutes, but he can give you a solid 12 minutes, and he's going to impact those 12 minutes. And I think that has helped the team defensively overall. Salute Nostalgic, I see you. Good.
Yeah, but didn't Mo get like 22 minutes like the other night? And that's one. And two, wasn't Sohan supposed to get the nod? Because we already know what Mo can do. And I understand Mike Brown bringing him in, but how could you get the results that you want testing them for the playoffs? Because we're really going to need Sohan to be he's the one that hasn't been with this team, so he should be getting the most reps so he can learn his team. So when the playoffs do come in, he's ready and not looking lost, because what Mike Brown is doing is keeping them lost, not plugging them into the system. And how do you not bring them in to at least get a little shine against his previous team?
He did bring
You
him
feel
in.
what I'm saying? I mean,
He brought him in the garbage minutes, like the last 3 minutes. But I'm cool
yeah,
with not seeing Sohan again. Like
but
I don't have the
I
same
mean,
take you guys have, but I'll talk after he finishes.
but I mean, he is more of a. I mean, Mo's doing great. He's a rookie, but as in, is Mo gonna be that tough nigga that we need when we need a tough nigga? Is he gonna be? I'm not talking about basketball wise. I'm talking about when you need a nigga to be nasty,
Then you bring
because
Sohan
that's
in.
was that. Huh?
Then you bring him in at that point. But
I mean, it's he said it himself. Oh, we're gonna be taking a look at Sohan, meaning that Mo's minutes should have been a little bit more depleted, so we could see what we could get out of Sohan,
but
bro.
when
Because
he
we're
did
gonna
that, we
what was
lost. When he did that, we lost.
okay.
Mm-mm.
and
I
and
don't agree
and
with that. I don't agree with that in the slightest. In my humble opinion, we have Diawara. What are
I
we
mean,
doing? What are we doing looking for other people? This is
okay,
this
okay,
is this is our guy. This is the guy that has been proving it. This is the guy
okay.
that is
What
making
did it?
plays and
Okay,
what
listen.
and getting better. Why is it that other teams can
Okay,
play their rookies in the playoffs in all these things, but we can't? Why
let me
why
ask you a
is that?
question. Let me ask you a question. What happened with the game against Philly when OG just came from from a nail surgery or whatever? Yeah, I mean
yeah,
his
but we're
first
talking
game in.
now. We're talking
Why didn't Mo wave him off and tell OG, yo, I got the hardest defender? Because yeah, I mean that would have been Sohan playing against Well, what's homeboy's name that kept destroying us? That like he got 40 points.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're talking about, but right now you saw Cade. You're talking about Cade. But
Ah,
Yeah.
that was a lesson. That was
I
a
mean,
lesson he learned.
okay, but was Mo there? Was Mo stopping him?
He didn't play.
Because that's what we were looking at bringing in Sohan. Oh, Sohan could stop Cade.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean he could stop certain people.
Agreed.
You feel what I'm saying? He has more time and more veteran and more dog in
that's
him than
that's
Mo does.
that's when you implement
Mo,
him in situations. He's
Matchups.
situational. You know, offense, defense.
did you see that
He's a
shit?
specific type of player.
Okay,
When you need to
when we
stop,
needed
sure, put him in.
when okay, but we needed stops against Philly when they destroyed us for the third time. Where was he?
But you're
Whatever.
talking about
I'm
old
cool with
game.
it. I'm cool with it.
We
Whatever.
got to
It is
talk
what it
about
is.
now. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
The point.
but yeah, I'm not gonna
To,
hop on the
but
past, bro.
to your with
At this
Sohan,
point,
my bad. Go ahead.
it is what it is. Like Ruel said earlier in the show, which was beautifully put. This is what we got to go to war with in the next 20 games, hopefully an additional 16. Whether you like the coach, whether you like the players, doesn't fucking matter. Strap the fuck up. Let's go to war. And in the off season, we could talk about, releasing XYZ, firing the coach. I'm not 100% sold on Brown either. Don't get me wrong. My stance is different from you guys because you guys are just stuck on attacking this man and not giving him a chance. And then when he does good, it's crickets. But when the roof is on fire,
Let that
forget about it.
motherfucker
It's,
burn,
yeah,
motherfucker.
everybody is passionate and like everybody is like up in arms. What are we doing? We're not gonna fire this man. It's too late for that. Listen, if you wanna simplify your life, get on the bus. If you're a Knicks fan, get on the bus and enjoy the ride. That's it.
Uh,
Okay.
is but
To your question, you next to your question. So Mohan. Wow. so, so,
Sohan.
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 That should be the name when they play together. Mohan. Okay. Anyway.
Nah, man, I don't want to see Sohan
Now
ever again, bro. I'm
listen.
done with him.
Listen.
That
So
that
listen.
experiment is done for.
I hope you keep that same energy. I hope you keep the same energy when we need Sohan and Sohan does some fucking Sohan shit that I've seen him do to the
Listen.
Knicks plenty of
He's
time.
gonna be good. He's gonna be good.
Oh,
I'm
well,
just
He's
saying,
gonna
every
be
dog
good.
has his
like
day.
when he's playing in the playoffs and he looks lost, don't say, "Oh,
He's not
it's not
gonna
my time."
play. He's not gonna. How is he gonna surpass four other players?
Listen. Listen.
Like the rotation is gonna get shrunk to like 8 or 9. What are we doing?
And listen, at this point, you bought him late in the season, and I'm for playing him and see
Hold on,
what.
hold on. 8 or 9. That's not what the move. The what's been winning the NBA championship is the new wave, which is playing 10 to 11 guys. So why would you go back
He's not.
into
He's
a
not even
Tibbs
in the
thing?
10-man rotation. He doesn't even crack the 11-man rotation.
And this is what he was bringing in here because when Tibbs was doing that, you
No,
was
we
having a
brought him in.
history.
We brought him
Why
in to get a look at
why
him.
why is he not opening
We
the
brought him
rotation?
in. We
Why
brought him
don't
in
we
to
got
see.
three guys?
We brought him in to see what he has, and what he has does not benefit us in
Uh,
any way.
all
Simple as
right,
that.
but all right, Sohan doesn't count for three more guys. Where's 8, 9, 10, and 11 guys? It has nothing to do with Sohan. I'm talking about what Mike Brown was brought here to do was to open it up. We got 10 players that could play. Why are you shutting it down to 8 and 9, and we can't even crack 9? That's
Bet.
what you
All
just
right,
said.
bet.
I'm just
In this hypothetical scenario, give me your rundown. Because if we forgot, Deuce is still in the fucking parking lot waiting to come in. So he's gonna surpass Deuce too? What are we doing here? We're talking about a 15th man. Please, I don't want to talk about Sohan. No,
Right.
this is my show. I'm running the show. We're gonna skip Sohan
Okay.
with respect, obviously, because he's in the league and he can play.
Can I say something on it? No.
By all means, go ahead.
If you don't want me to, it's on you. But it's just anyway. So with Sohan, it's not that. Go ahead, Nina.
I'm just saying for Sohan doesn't. I mean, if you're saying 8 players, who are these 8 players? We got the starting 5, and who else is coming in? Because he would. I'm just saying we
Shannon, Mo, Deuce.
Hold up,
Man,
5 starters.
I just
And
named
5
4.
starters
I just named 4, so that's 9. What are we doing?
Shouldn't all our players get rest?
No. In the playoffs, there is no rest. In the playoffs, we play 40 minutes plus.
Listen,
if you tired, motherfuck home.
Listen,
the last 16 games is not to bitch about rest.
The reality is in playoff mode. This is a reality. Whatever likes it or not, it's a starting 5: Mitchell Robinson, Jose Alvarado, Shamit, and Deuce whenever Deuce comes back. And Deuce when Deuce comes back. That's your team. That's all.
And Lanky Shamit.
That's what I said. What I say? That's the rotation.
You said Alvarado. I'm adding Shamit, so that's 12.
Oh,
he
yeah.
wanted 10. We got him 12.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be all of them anyway. And it's not that Sohan is right now. It's not fair to him. Yes, you want to see what he can bring you, but it's not fair to him right now. Who you got him 3/4 of the season already played. And in matchups, ideally, I agree with you, Knicks, in that Detroit, it would have been a great matchup because you're only looking for him to defend and rebound in that specific game. When you're going against Detroit, he could have helped maybe in the Cavs game as well. You're starting to lose. You need some defense intensity, maybe some rebound. In that matchup, it would have been good to see him. So that's where, again, matchups, that's where, as you said, that's why we got him, where a matchup would make sense, where you get him to fit a team that's maybe a bigger team, the Cavs, maybe a defender that, as you said, will ruffle them up, force them, even maybe get tough fouls or hard fouls like Stewart does. In those two games, I agree. Sohan could have played in that, even if it's 5 to 9, maybe 10 minutes. See what he could have gave in those games, because we're already getting destroyed in those 2 games. So in those 2 games you're getting destroyed, fuck it. Let me give him the last 15 minutes. See what we get. I don't care. Yo, use all 6 of your fouls. And like at that point, you know what I'm saying? Seriously, like at that point, for those 2 specific games, absolutely. Go ahead and let me see what you got. Go ahead and show me something, because we got nothing going out here. But and to the chats, I think it was Nostalgic and Coach Sire said it. So he's the type of player you need him with shooters and someone who's gonna move the ball and get involved. So a Kolek, remember that's what I was saying? If they got Kolek involved, or Kolek is crafty, that he can find them on a cut. You know, like you see Jose found, you saw Mikal Bridges in today's game, found him on a cut. So a Jose playmaking, a Deuce, when you got with other playmakers, you need Brunson to be Brunson. Unfortunately, Brunson, we're not gonna get 12 every night from Brunson. A solid 6-7 is great for him. That's if we can get 7 from Brunson, that's phenomenal. We'd like more, but he's a scorer. He's a scoring guard. We just got to come to terms with that, especially in the playoffs. That's who he is. That's why you're seeing when we're winning now is because they're putting him, and was the recipe before was when you put him and Deuce, him and Jose, him and Kolek. That's a winning recipe because you got 2 other guards. And if you saw, that's what Cleveland did to us. When we were playing Cleveland, they had Harden, they had Donovan Mitchell, and they had their other point guard. They had 3 guards almost at all time where they're moving and facilitating the rock. And that's the new way to get people involved, and that's what we did. That's what works for us. And to get Sohan to be involved, you either got to have a game like today where we're dominating the team to get them some run with these other teams, or unfortunately it's going to be a Thibodeau situation where I'm going to see what you got in practice right now until next year. That's it, because you got 20 games left. We're trying to win chip-wise, and in situations, you bring them in. Yo, we need a bully. Cade is going off. Nobody can stop it. Yo, Sohan, punch him in the face. Clip him. Get a flagrant. Get out the game. You're going to collect your bonus. You know what I mean? Something like that. And that's not a diss to the guy. He's definitely talented. He's young. He's 22, if I'm not mistaken. So he's got time for us to grow. And him and Mo are in that same time frame. Him and Mo are basically, to me, OG and Bridges of the future, young ones. But it's going to take a little while for them to develop. And fortunately for us, Mo is ready right now. Mo is hitting threes that I didn't think he was going to be hitting. He's confident in his three. He has quick feet defensively. And when you got the trust of the team and the coach, you just got to ride with that. Right now, he's got the trust of the team. He's got a skill set that we didn't have before. We were complaining in the beginning of the year we're complaining. Now you're good. Complaining in the beginning of the year of all the midgets. We're running a lot of midgets. Why don't we get tall people? And we got a tall guy who's a good defender, who can shoot the three, who can space the floor, who's a good passer, who's a willing passer. So you got this talent. We got Lamar Odom in our team now. This is a Lamar Odom right now that we have. And why not exploit what you have, and especially for a young player who's giving you that? That's an extra bonus you have coming in later. I mean, he's someone that's ready right now. He's balling. It's not like he's slowly coming around like Kolek was the first year. Kolek right now, listen, I was the first one. Nah, he ain't ready after Summer League, but he proved it. You could throw Kolek right now, and he'll probably give you 10 assists in 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So they're just ready. The guys are ready, and if you're gonna play, he's not even playing Jordan Clarkson, who came here to sign for us, who's the offensive player. Like,
but Sohan is gonna surpass all of that. Like, come on.
I mean, right now we gotta just batten down the hatches. We got 22 games left. Let's support the squad. Listen, we're not happy with all the choices, but right now we got the squad. We've been winning games. I'm not thrilled like you are, David, with the blowouts. If you see the shows, you were in the shows. I lost my mind. I cursed everybody the fuck out here. I even went at KD when we played. I was a little bit hot. I went left. But all that to say is I think we're in the right path. I think we're playing the right way right now. And as long as we keep doing this, we can have those expectations we had when we first started the season of what we anticipate for this team. Whether it's Tatum coming back for Boston, it doesn't matter. I'm confident with how we played today. And especially the last 2 games, including today, was defensively. We held down a San Antonio team, the number 2 team in the West, with Wemby on the floor. No minutes restriction. Nobody was missing on the team. We held them to under 90 points, which is crazy. 5 steals by Bridges. We was all over if that is not an impression, this is probably the best game to me all year. And there was a lot of statement games, so in my opinion. There was a lot. Yeah. There was a lot. Beating them in the play-in season. The play-in tournament was a statement game. But in this part of the season, we're almost at the end of the season, we had the fiasco of the 2-9, the Mike Brown on the hot seat, which, again, I'm not a fan of. You know what I'm saying? And overall, that we're playing well. I can't complain. I mean, I can. I definitely can. But ball movement in 48 minutes is all I asked for. That's what I seen. That's what we got. And it's led to 2 W's in the last 2 games. As long as we got that, I'm all right. But I like the game today. Today I was super impressed. The defensive monster has been crazy as a team. And that was to your question earlier, 2 shots at, including Mo, has helped the other players. It let Mikal Bridges run free to go make an attempt for that steal because he didn't have to worry about it. If he goes for the steal and misses it, he's going to have Mo Diawara, somebody that's going to close out and pick up that defender that he missed. So he has help. OG can feel a little more free playing because he has help. You know, you know what I'm saying? Because he has help defender. If he leaks out, he has Diawara. He has somebody else. Mitch was playing crazy. Mitch was playing crazy, and OG was getting Wemby out the box. They were, listen, I got nothing to say. I was happy with today's one. I'm staying in the moment. I could go back a gajillion games, which, again, number 1 replay show for rewatch, allegedly. Go watch us. Listen, there's a lot of dope content. Coach Sayers, I haven't seen you in a minute. Appreciate you being here. He's saying CAA Mafia. 2 shots. I'm going to throw it back to you if you want to read the chat and host your show how you want to do. I ain't going to talk no more.
Yeah. No, that was good. I don't really have much else to say, to be honest with you. This is, I thought it was going to be like a 1-hour episode.
Read some
we're
of the
right
chat.
at that mark.
Read some of the chat. Go to what the chat says. Nostalgic and Coach Sayer got some stuff here.
Yeah, man. I'm not. I'm in a good mood. The Knicks won. I'm not trying to get, depressed with the negative energy. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Well, Coach is talking about today. So today's game. Coach, we were talking about today, kid.
That's a part of the show. You got to read the chats whether you like it or not.
Oh well, yeah, man. I'll leave that to you. If I'm running the show, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. We already touched on it. You know, the whole cat
So,
situation. It
so,
is what it
so
is.
I'll engage your
If
chat
we're
then.
winning by 30, I don't think it should be a problem. I
Coach,
mean, it's a team game, right? It's not just one person. The coach that y'all like to rag on, he's been doing great lately. We blowing teams out by 20, 30 points. One more needs to be said.
Coach says
Could you read the chat? Because I'm not
I'm
like
trying
I.
to read. I'm trying to read it right now.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you. I'm not
Coach
touching it.
Sayer says Clarkson is not a fit. Remember, you got
Might be in
Clarkson.
the playoffs.
You got Clark. Yeah, I mean, you're still gonna need him. At some point, you need scoring. Some point it goes down to. But remember, this is a signing. Clarkson and Yabusele were signed before they even had the coach.
See. Like respectfully,
But don't
I'm
keep
sorry.
engaging
Let me
him.
interrupt.
Engage the other
Let me
people.
interrupt. Let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you real quick. Just
Good.
real quick, because y'all want to talk about the chat and stuff. The chat.
Are you?
Brunson, Hart, and Bridges for Giannis and Kuzma. The money matches.
But why are you engaged?
What are we doing?
Why are you engaged
What
him though?
are we doing?
David
This
Smith.
is why you want me to read the chat.
But
Who
you can
is
ignore
that?
him.
Who said
It's
it?
David Smith. David Smith.
You're
David
not
Smith.
putting an address
Hey
on
man,
it.
listen. I was so excited to talk to David Smith today because I thought he was gonna come in here jolly and with the cat and
Bro, he's trolling, my nigga. Damn, you don't know a troll when you hear it.
That's exact. So that's why I'm not even addressing
But
it.
he's not the only person in the chat. Read the other people. Coach Sayer is engaging you, so I'm gonna read them anyway. So, Coach,
Right, read the chat.
I'm trying to. If y'all niggas let me, y'all niggas keep cutting me off. I'm trying to read the chat. I'm trying to engage them, but you guys keep cutting me off. Coño. Let me read the motherfucker.
Hey, we passionate, man. Fuck.
I'm trying to read these motherfuckers. So Coach Sayer,
Look at this motherfucker. And then he goes, it's a matching the trade machines with laughing faces.
he caught you. He caught you. Gotcha, bitch. Every
Fucking
time.
asshole, bro.
Every time. Anyway, New Knicks. Coach Sayer says to name the 10 two shots. Name the 10 players for, I guess, the play.
Well, I just did. Go back 5 minutes
anyway,
or 10 minutes.
You have to
It's in the
engage
video.
the chat. This is called engaging. You want to run your show. This is how it happens. You have to engage.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But this is training for you. This is your show. You got to engage them. You know what?
This is
Coach
very
Sayer?
true. This is very true. Very true.
This is your breaking. Coach Sayer wants to know. Maybe he didn't hear you.
Hey, let me know if you want me to start a channel, man. We could kick it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
He's struggling with this one. Listen. What would be the 10 players? Because you know Mike Brown. See how this is how we spin it. Because sometimes.
Oh yeah, no replay, bro. Replay.
Okay.
Next.
Anyway, so I'm gonna do it, Coach, because he's still in the he's in the Kolek phase of playing basketball. Coach Sayer is asking what's the 10 players that are going to be for the playoffs earlier. So I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to engage players because these guys are struggling. You got your starting five. You got your starting five that we already. I don't think I got to go to the starting five. Who's starting right now? Then you have your next players is Mitchell Robinson, Shamit. Then you got Jose Alvarado, and then Deuce when he comes in. And maybe JC. Jordan Clarkson's probably the next player up. Or Kolek. Again, depending on matchup. Do we need scoring? Do we need assist? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Kolek. Well, I know. I take it back. Hook Porty. Hook Porty's been getting more minutes, so you probably.
Oh snap! I forgot about him too.
You might see Hook Porty because for bigs, defense, rebounding, you might see Hook Porty more. So that's for that. 1 second here. And then Coach says no patience. And I think he's talking about no patience for, as far as Sohan. So I think this is part of the patience with Sohan.
No time for patience. Just 20 games left, brother. Buckle up.
And I think they're going back in the chat. And then Coach also says you need him against the Cavs, Magic, Pistons, Celtics. Yeah, I think Sohan would impact
in situation.
Sohan in situation. So he's saying in those games.
All right, situational, right? He's getting 3 minutes garbage time. How does he learn the team? How does he learn plays?
He doesn't need that.
Bro, we have
Defense.
20 games
The
left. There
situation.
is no time to focus on a 15th man to bring him up to speed, bro. Like,
All you need from him, even when we're saying to look at him, all you need him is for rebounds and defense right now.
and fouls.
Anything plus he can do if he can go on a
Okay.
fast break.
Let me ask you a question. Mike Brown said, "All right, we're gonna be taking a look at it."
I
So,
agree
how
with
many
you.
games did he
I
take a look
agree.
at him?
I agree with
Yeah,
you.
we took a
How many?
look. We gave him two
I
games. That's
agree
it.
with you. I agree he should be
Two
back.
games.
I agree. I
Two
listen.
We,
games.
I
we gave
agree
him
with you.
two games. That's it.
I agree with you.
We are in the home
I
stretch.
agree
This
with
is
you.
not the time to experiment. We are not in December. This is not October. This is weeks away from the playoffs. This is what we worked for all year. You really want to slow all of that down to bring up to speed a
What?
15th man.
What's slowing what
The
down, my nigga?
playoffs
Anyway,
is
My
a
nigga,
crash
that all
course in
right.
the
So what?
playoffs.
All right, listen. You could have used the same sentiments for Alvarado. When you plug in Alvarado, he's the difference maker. Hold up, nah. Now you want to be cheesy and smiley. Why didn't they have the same sentiments for Alvarado?
Rebound. When we put Alvarado, he produced. We got better. We didn't get worse. That's the difference.
Why why were we stopping everything to fucking let him try?
We,
it,
we, we let him try, bro. We gave him a 2 game audition. He failed. Move
listen,
on.
you Knicks. This
Why
is
are we worried about 15 men
you Knicks. This is where
anyways?
I agree with you, and I'm not saying in a bad thing. Like there was some things that Tibbs did that he was just gonna do anyway. Mike Brown not playing him is one of the things that I agree he should get more minutes in different situations. But right now I just got to deal with what Mike Brown's doing, and that's for him. I understand for Sohan because you don't want to just throw him out there. I do think he should get more minutes in certain situations, but right now I just got to ride with him not doing it. I understand because you don't
He's
want
gonna
to.
be
You also don't want to kill his confidence
the
already.
same way the same way Alvarado could be a key and important to us. I got a good feeling that Sohan, all these players that are not, they're gonna be very in, instrumental to us winning in the playoffs. Clarkson, he's dangerous. You know what I mean? Sohan and Alvarado, all three of those acquired players are going to be very key to us come into the playoffs. Now, God forbid something happens that somebody gets injured and then we need him and then he's looking lost because he has no playing time.
But
That's
Well,
all I'm
God
saying.
forbid if an injury
All
happens, then
right.
we're fucked regardless, bro.
yo, he
Okay.
could listen. The thing with here's the thing with him, man. Here's the thing with Sohan. That you're saying we're gonna need. Clarkson has almost 10 years experience, so he's someone that he's been playing the NBA a long time. So you don't really gotta tell him, but yo, warm up, and when I throw you in the game, do what the fuck you gotta do. Same thing with Jose Alvarado. Jose Alvarado, I think, is in his 7th year. So these guys are NBA experience. This guy is pretty much a rookie. Didn't get much playing time. They didn't know
He's
how to
not even
use
in the
him.
second contract yet.
They didn't use him correctly. They tried him in so many different things. The thing you don't want to do is Sohan. You got him for the future. They got him so where he can be part of the future. You don't want to kill his confidence already. They already brutalized his confidence in San Antonio. So especially in the New York crowd, I'm serious. They in San Antonio they destroyed his confidence. They didn't believe in him. You started him. You had him doing this. And he's gonna be the future. And then you bench him. Don't give him 0 minutes. And then you bring him to New York. Look at our fan base. How we're talking now. Imagine he goes out there and shoots 0 for 7 for 3-pointers. That's it. Yo, we're gonna fry him, roast him. We're gonna call him waste of 7 picks. Look, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't. This kid's 22. We don't know the confidence. You guys from the UK. You know it's a different thing. You don't want to kill the kid's confidence right now.
But I mean, if the coach is coach, right? I mean, I don't watch the Spurs, but I know he's a defensive player, so you're not gonna run plays for him to shoot threes. The whole point of having him is for defense and cutting to the basket. Those are two things he can do well. Nobody's gonna put him out there to shoot threes, knowing that he only shoots like 30% or less. Who knows? You know
Listen,
what I mean? So why?
listen. I listen. Here's my point. Here's my new Knicks side where I'm going to tell you about the thing that I don't like about Mike Brown up to now, as far as recently, and not in a negative slight to him, but as when I knew Thibodeau wasn't going to play a rookie, I understood
Moved on.
I understood he's not going to play it. Now I didn't like it.
But you moved on.
I understood, right? I just have to move on. Like right now, I think as well. And listen, I am a Alvarado fanatic. I think he's playing maybe 5 minutes too many, where you can implement
Ooh.
it like 20,
Wow.
and he's playing very well. And don't get me wrong that he's not playing well with those minutes. But I think ideally, this is what I thought. Even how many minutes did Mo play today? 2 shots. I want to say 18.
Right around like 12, I'm going to say 15.
You know, that's not bad. Maybe 5 of those could have gone to Sohan. That's how I was looking at it. Maybe 20 to Alvarado, a good 10
got
to Mo.
2 garbage minutes, bro. Like, he doesn't need more than that, bro.
Let me finish the thought.
I'm sorry.
This is just my opinion, where I think those extra minutes, 5 minutes of Alvarado could be going to Kolek, just to keep him in some kind of rhythm. He's been playing well, you know, just in some
I'm
kind
sorry. Kolek or Sohan? Who are we talking
of
about?
Kolek and so on. I'm saying 5 minutes less for Jose. I think he's overplaying Jose Alvarado is what I'm saying. Coach Mike Brown, I think he's playing Alvarado a lot of minutes. Although it's working, I think maybe 5 of those minutes could be going to Kolek, and the 5 extra minutes or whatever, anything past 10 for Mo could go to Sohan in a game. Whether it's small, 5, 3, you know, a couple of minutes, I think that way it keeps them involved. To what my brother's saying, where they get some kind of flow into the game and understanding.
That's all I'm saying. Because when it comes time for these players to play, they like you, man. Yeah.
And
I
listen,
mean, I just think
let me shout out a point that you made real quick. He said, hold on. I kind of lost it. He said
he could be Ben Simmons without a.
no. He said no. We didn't play. He said no. We didn't play him with Mitch. That makes no sense. That is a good point. I do believe that he could have been utilized a little better.
Who's that?
Sohan, because he was playing with Mitch and whatnot. So he, like you said, you know, he needs facilitators, yada yada yada. So he made a good point. But it is what it is. Like at this point,
and coach saying, hold on. He said Mo is not going to lose minutes to Sohan. You guys keep thinking that it's losing. That someone we're not jousting. We're not fighting the other person. You guys keep thinking that it's either one or the other. You can play these people without them having. It's like I'm gonna win it or you're gonna win the game. It's not either or. You can still grow the team, facilitate the team, play players without it having to be a joust battle. It's not whether Mo is not going to lose minutes to Sohan. He could lose minutes. He's giving you solid 10. If there's a game like today that he's playing really well, you're going to get more minutes. Could Brown have used Sohan a little bit in some of those defensive spurts? I think he could have. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he should. He could have. He could have. These players can get some more minutes if Mike Brown is who they say he is, who they brought him over for. I think these other players, it could have gone 10. We could have seen 10 players in there. We're dominating. In those minutes where we were up 15, you could have given Mo and Kolek 2-3 minutes together to see how they look in that instance because he's a facilitator. Hey, that's what I'm saying, especially games like today.
Real quick. I mean,
I agree with
usually when a team trades a player and their team comes up in the schedule, usually you let that player play to give him a little confidence and be like, yo, look what you missed out on, you know what I mean? And build his confidence in some ways. The same way Randall used to go off on LA, the same way, you feel what I'm saying? So that's all I'm not seeing. How do we build these players' confidence? The same way you were saying, 5 minutes could have gone to Kolek to keep them fresh and warm and still feeling part of the team. The same thing with Sohan, you know what I mean? Like, how do you bring a player in from a team he just lost and then not give him significant minutes just for the confidence booster? Not saying that he was going to shoot threes or whatever, or
from the coach's perspective, now this is where I gotta try to look at everything, right? I'm trying to look at the coach, even though I may not like his ideals or anything, but from the coach perspective, I gotta understand that he's more than likely looking at him and the other players and Clarkson and Kolek in practice. He's probably running them against starters and seeing what they could give. So I'm pretty sure he's maybe bringing them out slowly. Maybe he's learning in the background, which I can't imagine that he's not going to practice and he's not learning any of the schemes or what they want from him. So I'm pretty sure he's doing it in a practice arena. And it's a little more difficult for the coach to bring him along in a game when we're winning, because we just came from losing really bad games. And the coach has to shorten the rotation to get Cat's head game in. Pause. Cat's head in the game to get Cat. All the other players, because they're so emotionally, whatever the case may be, whatever the problem was, OG, to get them in rhythm for these last 20 games. So he's shortening the rotation, because if he got them playing good, the other players can just fall in line. He needs to make sure that these starters are playing at their prime. Right now is when we need to be playing our best basketball to close out the year, and I think that's been his main focus right now. That's why you're seeing the whole Jose Alvarado, the 20-25 minutes, because he's impacting so well. He's facilitating. You heard him mic'd up today. The best part of what I liked about today, if you saw Jose Alvarado in today's game, he was mic'd up. He gave a individual pep talk to each player as he went up to him. He said, Cat, I forgot what he told Cat, but he told Cat, like, yo, we need you. And then he tells Josh Hart, it starts with you. We need you to lead us. That's what he told Josh. Then he goes to Mikal.
That's what he told Bridges.
He told Bridges, it starts with you. So he gave each one a different, be aggressive, lead us. And then he tells the other. So he gave each individual player their own individual pep talk of what they needed to hear. Cat to get in the game.
Who did that?
Jose Alvarado. He did that.
And this is what I'm asking for from the coach. But when you coach different players, you got to talk to them differently. That's why he hasn't had great results with Cat. That's why a lot of our players. I mean, if a player is going to, it's mind-boggling that the coach isn't taking that approach.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. We don't know. We can disagree, but we just don't know. And I agree. Listen, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm happy that you said before, and Jason Kidd, that we have a coach on the floor. That's why I was wanting a Chris Paul. That's kind of why I was wanting to Russell, someone else, to get the players involved. Not only be a dog, but to play make and get them in the right spots. Salute to Jose Alvarado for having the right mindset. And then David Smith, you're saying one win against the Spurs, and all of a sudden no issues with the team, still huge issues. What's the huge issues? Name me a team that doesn't have issues. Tell me what the Heat don't have, that they're in 8th place. What, they don't have any issues? OKC is not at the top of what they played last year. Do they have any issues? San Antonio Spurs, who's number 2 in the West, who dominated most of the West this year. They don't have issues because they got beat us. Like everybody has it, and I agree with you. Everything can be perfect. You have to take some good with some bad and just run with it. I'm happy with how the team is right now. Overall, how they're playing. As long as we have movement, assist, everything else will play itself out. There's no such thing as a perfect season, a perfect coach, a perfect team. It's just not going to happen. I'm surprised you're not more enthusiastic when Cats played 25 and 15 for the last 6 games. He had one bad game and he's back, and we're trying to give props to Cat. We're the Dominican squad who supports him. We were the one who said we didn't want him traded, and you're coming in here with Giannis trades. What is happening? I don't know. I'm in shock and awe with you. I thought you'd be here celebrating when we're trying to support you.
For the life of me, I thought he was gonna come in here with all the positive energy and bro, I was so hyped. I'm like, David Smith, we gonna have a fucking ball. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? And then hits me with this.
And can David and Coach, I do agree with you. We want Cat to get more touches. I agree he should get more touches. But this team is incredibly deep. Especially our starters.
So deep, bro.
Our starters when we play. You saw today. If you want OG, you want Bridges, you can't have everybody score and then everybody agree. Look, there's gonna be a game. There's gonna be a game or a series where Cat might need every single touch that he can get. There might be a series that Brunson needs to get way more shots than anybody else. There might be a series where OG just has to dunk and dominate. And there's going to be those games. But to win a chip and for no team to be able to set against us, we have to have the whole squad play like how we played today. They're not going to be able to double Brunson because Cat's getting threes. They're not going to be able to cheat on OG because Mo came out and helped on defense. You're not going to make lazy passes because Bridges and OG are going to steal it and force turnovers. So those are the things that we're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You want to read that? Read that.
Chem Doc came with the medicine. I'm guessing you wish he had more shots and points, but we won by 25. LOL.
Listen and
like,
listen.
I'm gonna hit you with the what was the black guy, the famous black guy on TikTok where he would go like this.
And
I'm him right now.
Listen, there's no such thing as a perfect formula, and I agree with you. Listen, Cat, yes, what Shaq said that he's got to be dominant and big, and yes, I agree to that to a certain extent and dominate your mismatches. I believe Cat has to take advantage of his mismatches. But if you're looking at the last 6 games, has he improved from what he was doing? He's making quick decisions once he touches the ball. He's not waiting. He's not hesitating. He's either swinging his arm around and driving to the basket. You're seeing him get more fouls. You're seeing him get more drives. So there's a lot of improvement that he's getting to that. Could there be? Yes. Next year, 3 years with this team together is going to be a different beast. You're looking at Cleveland. We're comparing ourselves to Cleveland, who's been together 6 years. We're looking at Detroit, who's been together at least 4 years for the most part. So you're comparing teams who've been there. Boston, who's been together 6-7 years. And we're comparing ourselves to these teams. You know what I'm saying? That they've been together a long time, and it's going to take a little time to get there. But movement, assist, and everybody getting the rock is going to
together 6 years.
Y'all getting mad static, mad something.
Machete, your radio from work. But go ahead if you want to jump in.
I'm going.
You jumping in, or you going back on mute?
You're cutting out. I can't hear you. Is he still there?
I don't know. He's gonna come out. Well,
I don't think he's there, bro.
Anyway, so we'll come back. Well, go ahead. 2 shots. Take over from there. Your show. Where you want to go next?
Yeah. No. So I wanted to touch on today's game a little bit. You know, I believe the defense was great on a string. 100%.
Who y'all talking to? Hey, y'all, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah. What's up?
Who talking to?
We've been trying to get your opinion all night, bro.
And he leaves. And he left. Carry on.
He leaves.
Just go.
Anyways, yeah. So I want to highlight Bridges, man. I really want to highlight Bridges. I was really tough on him last year as he comes back and leaves.
Salute, Ken.
So I was really tough on him last year.
Hopefully you subscribe. Appreciate you.
Yes, Ken Doc. Thank you for joining. But yeah, dang, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, Bridges. Back to Bridges. I wanted to highlight Bridges because I was tough on him last year. You know, I always felt that he had that 50-40-90 player. I'm going to just continue. 50-40-90 and 20 points, 5 and 5. I mean, the 5 and 5 might be a little excessive, but 20 points, 50-40-90. That was his MO in Phoenix. Like, that was his archetype. He got to Brooklyn, wasn't the same. Came to us, wasn't the same. This year has somehow like gone back to his Phoenix days. And I need that from Bridges. I don't know why, but I do know why. When he scores, he plays better defense. It's like everybody. You get a couple buckets in, you start feeling good about yourself, and you start playing defense. But the defense today was just incredible. 5 steals, 5 pickpockets, 5 like gimmies. Like, that's crazy. And then he went and shot somewhere around 60%, 10 for 17. I'm not very good at math. Somebody break that down. 5 of 9 from 3. That's like 60 something also, maybe 70. I don't know. but that's ridiculous efficiency. 21 points, 5 steals, 5 rebounds. Phenomenal game from Bridges. If he can give me that, forget it. Like we're gonna be title contenders and repeat champs. This is the Bridges that I wanted and I was expecting. And maybe that's on me. I have my expectations high.
No.
But when I get this kind of performance, bro, I need you to hone in like this. This Bridges is no joke.
And I agree with you. Got new Knicks, you jumping in? Okay, I guess.
No.
Hey, can I say something?
Go ahead, Machete. New Knicks, mute
You
your
guys
phone.
hear me?
Go ahead, Machete.
My bad. I've been at work and I've been kind of busy. And I really haven't been able to hear everything that all y'all have to say. But I already know what y'all are saying. Because I've been telling you all along. You know, these guys are finally, what it is, they got some rest the last couple of days. So they've been together a little bit longer. So they got a chance to practice. And they got a little bit of rest because it was a little rough. And it's not going to get easier right now. The schedule right now, we got, after we rest tomorrow, we got Toronto, and then we got OKC, and then Denver, and then OKC again, or some shit like that. We got, in the next 8 days, we got 5 games in the next 8 days. We got 5 games in the next 8 days, and 4 of them are back-to-backs. 4 of them are back-to-back, so it's going to be really rough these next, a week from now, next Tuesday, we'll see where Mike Brown has his team. We're not gonna, now granted, like I said, we're playing back-to-backs, we're getting 1 day's rest, and we're traveling, it looks like, because like I think 4 of those 5 games are away, and they're 2 back-to-backs, and they're against very tough components. But after that, it should be okay. We still got to get through the LA Clippers and the Lakers a week from now or something like that. I think that's how we're going to end it. Against the Lakers and the Clippers, which is going to be over there in Los Angeles. That's not going to be easy against the Lakers and maybe the Clippers. I might give us that. But the point is that these guys are rested. They've been rested, and they're getting that cohesion. Sohan has to be featured a little bit more, but I think that's coming. He's been playing Tyler Kolek garbage minutes, but he's been playing Tyler Kolek. So you know he's tightening his rotation. He has to have guys that he has to trust in there that will know what their roles are. That will know what their roles are. That's why he's tightening the rotation. Okay, because these guys have to be able to know what they're going out there to do, and the backups. So we need the starters to know their roles, and then the bench to know their roles. And he's playing everybody as much as he can. The Aurores, the rookies, the Koleks. He's playing. I didn't get to watch the game. Like I said, I've been busy working, but that we won. That's all I need to know. And against the Spurs, I can't wait to rewatch. I'm rewatching all the games, going all the way back to Detroit. All the way back to Detroit. And as far as Detroit's concerned, the Detroit conversation I heard a little bit that you guys were having. Our thing was that we were injured. We're coming off back-to-backs when we played them the first time. And then we're playing injured. So we're not really 100%. And not only that, to top all of this off, we still missing Deuce. We're still missing Deuce. Still. Where are you? They're waiting to come back. Practicing his shots. All right? Well, that's all I got right now. Yep. Carry on.
2 shots.
All right. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautifully said. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I can't.
You're talking about Bridges, and I agree with you on Bridges. I like your comment on Bridges. What some people think that I'm going to cut you off, but some people would.
Bridges.
Go ahead.
As far as Bridges is concerned, he's just getting warmed up, dude. Look, the way I feel about it, now I'll let you talk. Let me gather my thoughts.
All right, no, I was just saying on Bridges, which you're right, and just like with Cat, with Bridges, that what some people just forget about this team, as much as this guy goes left for the Cat, you talking about Bridges, they want Bridges, that it's hard Cat, when he was in Minnesota, he was the guy. He was getting all the touches. There was
The
not
lone guy.
there was not much talent around him to a certain extent. I mean, they had shooters, but mostly it's Cat centric. Cat, everything's revolved around Cat, and he was getting touches. When you're in this is the deepest five. I think we spoke about that before. Other than OKC and maybe San Antonio, and they got all top draft picks. That's how they're so loaded as a starting five. Where we had to assemble this team. There's no other team that assembled players like how we did with all this talent around. You got someone who we gave 5 picks for, who was Brooklyn's basically first number one go-to guy, Mikal Bridges, right? You have OG, who was a rising star whose offensive game just started coming around. Jalen Brunson, who's no one thought he was going to be what he is now. Cat, who's already the elite force, and you having all of them figure out how can we all still be great and still share the rock with each other. That's a tough ask that you have these big threes that can't do that. When they had the big three, Bosh had to take a back seat. It was either Wade and LeBron. Right?
That's an antiquated idea, my friend.
That's what I'm saying. But even when they had that, like whenever there's a big three or the three major talents, even they struggle to get the ball for 3 players to be dominant. Somebody had to take a back seat. You know what I'm saying? So Bosh, who was the best he had to take a back seat. It was just Wade and LeBron, and then Bosh was the complimentary player who was elite at his position. Where he got
a lot of hate too,
right? And now you got a team like us that we got 5 phenomenal players, and we're trying to figure it out. But yet people still want to give Cat 38 touches, and I don't think he should get 5 in a game. But you know what I'm saying? I don't think 5 is good, but. Even Brunson, when Brunson had 23, didn't he have 40-point game and like 9 assists or something like that? With like, I think it was like 18 or something crazy. It was like a low,
ridiculous efficiency. Right?
And everybody was touching the rock. The master thing is assists for this team. Assist gets everybody involved and everybody touches the ball. That's the most important thing. Doesn't matter a specific number of shots as long as everybody's involved. If that ball's moving. Whoever's a hot man, as you said 2 shots before, give that person the rock. 2 nights ago was OG. Tonight it was Bridges. Cat had it 3 games before that. Brunson, So that's just what matters right now.
Brunson had the night before that, I believe, with the 40 or whatever. But that is such a beautiful point. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that was so beautiful, dude. I had to cut you off.
No, you good.
You just made the best point for this team, which is Bridges one night, OG another night, Cat another night, Brunson another night. It's not the big 3 anymore. We have 4 people that can go off at any point. Actually,
5. That's why we
have 5. Really, hey. 5. Really, 5. Yeah, yeah. My bad. I apologize. But anyways,
yeah.
Hey, that's the point. The big 3 idea from the past, where you give 90% of your monetary value to 3 players, and then you fill it in with veteran minimums and roster and pickups, and that day and age is gone. OKC stopped that. OKC was the team that brought back the team play. So that's what we're trying to emulate. And for you to insist that one player get X amount of shots, it doesn't work that way, brother. You got to flow with the game. You got to see who has it, and then whoever has it, feed the hot hand. Not only that, but then you got to get everybody involved so that they don't hone in on that one specific target. And that's the beauty about this team. You don't need one person to be the hero. We have assembled the Avengers. Okay? I don't know. Iron Man, Hulk, whoever you like. They're all in there. We have the Avengers. Why are we focusing on one Avenger? Why are we focusing on Iron Man, let's say, to save the day, when you got literally 10 other guys that are just as good?
When the Avengers fought a villain, it wasn't just Iron Man this day, this nigga that day, and then fucking this nigga that day, and this. No, they played together the same way. Golden State set the standard for team basketball. and it was more. They had Curry, they had Clay, they had fucking, they had a slew of players that were elite, but they played as a team. It can't be like Bridges today, tomorrow, OG, you got it? Okay, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it's fine that they could all score fucking 20, 30, 40, but it's better when you play together as a team. It's not like Bridges takes over this day, this nigga takes it. You feel what I'm
But that's
saying?
what I'm
And
saying.
yeah,
Yeah.
that you feed the hot hand.
Go ahead, next. Go ahead.
You do feed the hot, but the like sometimes you gotta, all right, when LeBron came to the Heat, this was Wade's team. And what did Wade do? Wade bowed down, not bowed down, but like gave the green light, like, all right, here, you run it. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna facilitate you and help you out, help us get this chip. The same way as Cat was brung here, and like all these ancillary pieces, like you have to play with your team, my nigga. Like you gotta play with your team and make them feel better and feel wanted. That's why we went on that slump, because Cat was emotional. Why was he emotional? The fucking team, the coach ain't running plays for him. The fucking our starter is fucking ignoring him at every chance. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
But they had to learn that. They had to learn, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I was saying in this thing, that the king and the number one thing in this team for everybody, no matter who's there, is assist. If we get 27 assists, I don't care how that looks, who's the hot hand, who has it going. Look, the number one thing, the reality is Jalen Brunson is the killer. Jalen Brunson is the only person in this team who can get any shot he wants out of anybody. Cat is probably the most.
At any point.
Cat is the most lethally
so
offensive
did
player.
Curry.
Huh?
So did Curry. So did Curry. So
Yeah,
does
but Curry's
Melo.
not
Right,
Curry's
but
not a Knick, bro.
Melo.
Why are we talking about
Hey,
Curry,
hold
bro?
on. Melo is a killer. Melo is LaMelo. Sorry, LaMelo Ball. He's a killer.
No,
What does he do? He looks for his whole team
but
before
listen,
he
but you
goes
gotta
off.
understand
How
one
does
thing.
This
he
this
do
is
that?
my show, right? This is my show,
Go,
right? I don't
go,
want to talk about Melo. Move on.
go ahead, take over. I was talking about Bridges.
Go ahead. So, I don't want to. I don't want to talk about other
So
PGs,
go
bro.
to the
Like I
next
don't care.
topic. Go to the next topic.
Oh yeah, I don't have nothing, man. I'm free
Well,
balling.
you
I'm
talking about
freestyling.
you talking about the fucking Avengers and superheroes and shit, and I'm trying to just give you the consensus of
What's your
team
point?
play. And I mentioned Curry. I mentioned Curry. I mean that you're saying, oh, Jalen Brunson's a killer, but so is
But so the reason
uh,
I said that,
Curry. But they bow down and they give they niggas like, yo, here you
but
go
my
off, you
point,
go
but my
off.
point, but my point to that is because they had to. There was only in most teams there's two, maybe three players. Two, maybe three players. In this team, you have the five probably most talented starting five in all of basketball, except for teams that had young draft
Okay,
picks, right? So that's what. Hold on.
all
That's what
right,
I'm saying.
bro.
That's what. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Assist is king. If we move the rock and whoever's hot at that time, go do what you got to do at that time. Brunson, he's the clutch player of the year because he's the best fourth quarter player last 2 years, hands down. We know if we need a shot, Brunson can get any shot. Is what I was trying to say. He can get any shot he wants at any time he wants. We can have trouble with that. So
What was Brunson's best game? What was
40
Brunson's best
points,
game this
9
year? What
assists,
was
and under 20 shots. That was his best game. 40
that right?
points.
No, his game was when he had 4 fucking shots in the game and we blew a team out by 49
That
points.
was the same time.
When he did not fucking,
The same game he scored
okay,
40,
he didn't
Cat
have
scored
that.
over 25 points. The point is that everybody was touching it. He was hitting his shots with less shots. That's the whole point. That if we move the rock, everybody gets involved in the game, and it makes everybody's shot easy. This team has to play offensive. You added more talent. You added more talent to it, so it has to be moving the rock. It has to be assist.
Well,
There is no one guy,
I see
Jalen
it.
Brunson. There's no cat get more
I
touches.
see.
Go ahead.
I see a difference in Brunson. I see a difference in Brunson and Cat after Perks and Shaq spoke to them. because it looks like they're taking their word for, you know what I mean? And it's true what Wade said. The ball moves faster than players.
Yeah, but they've been
So
doing
if you
that.
take a combination,
Good. I mean, they've been doing the last couple of years. Prior to that, when Brunson, I mean, when Cat went on that streak after the 2-9, I know you haven't been watching. That's what I'm telling you. After that, Cat went on 20. He was averaging 24 and 14 for 5 games. He was balling, and then he had the one stinker with, I think it was either Detroit or Cleveland, and then Shaq wanted to say you got to dominate, and Shaq's telling him to do. And yes, he has to be more aggressive and dominate when he has mismatches. Yeah, you do that. But he can't play like what Shaq and Kobe used to do because it was just Shaq and Kobe. Everybody else is standing waiting for a 3-point shot. This team is not built like that. Yes, to hit threes, but OG can drive. He can post up. Bridges can shoot threes. He can shoot a midi range. Josh Hart can drive and lay up. So it's a more good.
all right. So what happens when Golden State added Kevin Durant? There was mad elite players. There was mad elite players at a high level.
Why are we talking about Golden State, bro? Like, I don't get it, bro.
We're talking about team ball, my nigga. The best.
Okay, but you don't have to bring in Golden State. Like, why are you bringing in Golden State?
Won the most chips at the time that they won the most chips were playing like a team. And that's what we're trying to do, right?
But
we're trying to play like a team.
That's how we won today.
I'm trying to give you the best example of winning culture.
But that's how we won today. The whole point is we won like that today. I know you guys didn't get to watch the game, but within the last 3 to 4,
bro.
In the last
he needs to start watching the games.
In the last games, they've been balling. They've been playing team basketball, which is why we're talking about that. So you guys have to watch the game first. So I'm saying they have been playing like that. Now they did it today. Today is the best team basketball game we've played the entire season. And there's a lot of great games we played this year. Again, as Knicks fans, we need to be looking at everything from beginning of the season to the ending of the season, how we're playing. This has probably been the best game defensively, offensively, facilitating the ball. I don't even know how many assists we ended up as a team, but overall it was a good game. We're getting to that point, you Knicks, when you watch the game, you see it. We are at that point now where we're playing as a team, as a unit. 27? What I told you. 27 is the number. If you guys look at, I don't know how many games I said. If we get 27 and up, we'll be undefeated. That is the name of the game. It doesn't matter if out of those 27 assists, Cat had 38 touches and Brunson had 4 or whatever. It doesn't matter. Team ball, 27 assists or higher, everybody's balling. It's going to take everyone else to get in the game. Jose Alvarado's including players. When Cat is not getting those touches, guess who's coming in the game and looking for him? Jose Alvarado. When Cat's not getting the touches, who else is going to look for him? Tyler Kolek. When Cat's not getting the ball or someone else not getting the ball, Deuce is going to find him. That's why the 2-point guard thing has worked there ever since last year, since Tibbs implemented it, when it was Deuce and Jalen Brunson. Because Brunson's always going to get double teamed. They need somebody else to move and swing the ball around. That's why that works. That's why Brunson and Deuce works. That's why Brunson and Kolek works. That's why Brunson and Jose Alvarado works. Because that's another ball handler and another facilitator to get everyone in there. And I agree, David, 27 is the minimum. 27, but you can win. We've won with 25, but 27 is key to let everybody get in the game. Of course, we want 30 and 35 and 41 assists. That's the dream. But every game is different. Every team defensively is different. 27, if you look at the stats from 27 and up, I think we've maybe lost one game out of if we had 27 and up. We're pretty much undefeated when they have at least 27. Obviously, 28, 29 is way better. 30 is ideal, but in a game like today, everybody's touching, different players go in, someone might be injured, someone might fall out of the lineup, OG might have a loose toenail, 27 with other players fitting in the game. When you got Deuce in the game, we're going to be in the 30s. When you got your regular rotation players, Deuce gets back in the game, we're probably going to be 30 and 33 assists. When you get Deuce back and Jose back to his regular lineup, then you'll be having higher. But the key to this team winning now and the postseason is ball movement. That's it. That is the goal. 48 minutes of effort, defensively and offensively, and ball movement. That's it. There's no forget everything else that you've thought of. I don't care now. Cat needs 77 touches. Brunson needs touches. But none of that matters. 27 assists and 48 minutes of playing basketball. That's it. If that happens, we will be undefeated in the playoffs. That's it. That's the rule. When you look at your team, look for 27 assists and 48 minutes of basketball. Now, where the coach comes in, this is where the coach comes in. If you're getting a player, i.e. maybe Josh not looking at the person cutting behind them, quick timeouts, challenges, and substitutions. That's where the coach has to come in. This is where I'm looking at you, Brown. You got to be quick on what he did today. They went on a 3-point run. I think Spurs was leading in the game, if I'm not mistaken, like 12-4 or something crazy like that. He called a timeout, regrouped the team, made substitutions. We went on our run. So he was doing the right coaching and stopping at the same time. When we get that, we're looking at winning. I'm getting false numbers from Shot Power. Hey, salute to Shot Powers. Nah, I didn't see him in Divine, but salute to them, the 718 boys. All love for peoples. I'm not getting false numbers. This is what I've been looking at. And if you're bouncing around different shows, you should know that we've been saying this at least 10 shows. At least, at minimum. We've been saying it for a long time. But salute to everybody. Hey, salute to the podcast there. Salute to Shot Powers, Divine, 718 boys. Salute to you. That's all I've been saying. 28. Still Knicks fans. You see? We put out positive energy for the podcast out there. Still Knicks fans in the building. Appreciate you, my brother. What's good? Salute to the chat. Salute to Ruel, Two Shots, Machete, and New Knicks. Salute to Ron and John. Them boys always cooking. That's the All-Stars. We couldn't be in the All-Stars because we were in the second team. We weren't really in the All-Stars. We were the second team. So, we were on the bench, though. But salute to you. Appreciate Ron. Always doing dope shows. Always lets people know the ledge and tells people because he knows we're hanging on the ledge every time. Salute to Two Shots. Salute to John. Salute to Ron. So that's it for me. Just for this team, I just think ball movement is key. I'm not going to harp too much on Brown as much as I want to. And everybody, we can point fingers and go down the rabbit hole, but look, ultimately, I put on this jersey.
There's nothing for you to harp about. There's nothing for you to harp about. That's
what I'm saying.
So you can pretend to hide all you want, but you're like those broadcasters on ESPN and that can't admit when they're wrong and that motherfucking that we're winning.
Where was I wrong? You want to tell me where I was wrong? I'd love to listen to it.
You were wrong about the coach.
Well, I was not wrong about the coach.
You're wrong by calling him Coach Gooch.
I didn't call him Coach Gooch. See, look, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Michael Brown.
I didn't call him Mike Gooch. And anyways, and I'm not wrong about the coach because he's still not challenging plays. And just as I said,
you got short memory. You don't bring that same energy that you have on the chat, bro. You be bullshitting. That's why Two Shots can't get that grin off his face. If you don't bring that same energy, bro.
I bring the same energy. I'm not a two-facer and I don't back up from what I talk, sir. So just get that straight. I'm not the one here hiding my face and pop up on an occasion.
I didn't say anything about that.
And pop up on an occasion. I talk about Mike Brown. I did a whole episode on Mike Brown. In case you didn't know, if you go look at the thumbnails, I said everything about him.
You did a whole episode where you shitting on Mike Brown.
Yes.
You were shitting on Mike Brown.
And what did I say at the beginning of this one? What did I say at the beginning of this one, Machete? You weren't listening because you had your head up your ass. What I said was, I'm not going to...
I was actually working. I was at work.
Well, then you're putting your head up your ass at work. Because I said, I'm not going to go off on him. I'm going to support the team, even though I want to go off on him. I'm trying to back the team. I'm not going to go off on... I'm not going to go off on Brunson, even though I think he may be pounding the air.
You talking shit about glazing. Who glazing? Who's glazing?
What?
Just glaze?
You need to glaze.
My God.
You and the other one back there, he ain't showing his face. He's too embarrassed.
Duncan
He hung up. That he has to hang up.
Yeah, you guys wildin'.
Yo, this is like the most divisive fan base ever. Like, we can never agree on one fucking thing, dude.
Yo, keep that same energy.
I am keeping the energy. If you see, the problem is that Nick fan bases, like David is, he's saying that I'm flip-flop. I ain't never flop. I never flip or I flop. I'm strictly hip-hop. I said the same. Because you guys, look, you put a fucking piece of shit in your ear and that's what you listen with. You got so much earwax you don't clean the shit. I said in the beginning of the show, even though I may not agree with Mike Brown, I still think he has areas of opportunity. I'm going to support the team. Maybe you didn't hear that because you were too busy fucking eating Chico sticks. Maybe you didn't hear that.
You're not supporting the team when you're talking shit about the coach. You're not supporting the team. The coach is part of the team.
That's
you
me,
and you,
that's
Nick.
me. Hey, you addressing the wrong nigga.
I'm addressing you. I am addressing you.
The wrong nigga.
You're the one I'm addressing.
I'm the hater.
You're the one I'm addressing.
No, it don't matter.
All right,
It don't
you're
matter.
the hater. You're wrong. And don't watch the games because we apparently we're winning when you're not watching games. So keep your ass over there, sit in the side, bro. I don't want you here when we win playoffs and when Mike Brown's winning this fucking playoff games and Eastern Conference Finals.
Weren't you supposed to host a show on Friday talking all that about to glaze Mike Brown and you ain't show up?
Stop trying to switch the subject. We still won. He still won us the game. Whether I was going to host a show or not.
Yeah, all right. Listen, just because you glaze him. So what does he do good? Tell me what does he do good since you're glazing?
Who's glazing?
What does he do good? What does he do good? How did he win the game? What did he do?
He won your game. He won your game yesterday.
How?
Made your night,
did he do specifically?
He made your night.
What did he do specifically?
He made rotations. He made rotations.
What rotations? Name
he made the rotations that he needed. He put in the guys that he needed to put in. He put it that he needed to put in there. Brian had a good night. For some reason, he had a good night.
Neo in the Matrix.
Mikal Bridges finally showed. Can I talk? Mikal Bridges finally showed up. These guys finally show up. OG finally showed up. Motherfucking, these guys are finally playing for the coach. They're finally playing for their coach.
Finally playing for him. All
right? It's just starting to sink. They're finding the places. They're finding the spot. Alvarado brings you energy and new vision to the floor.
So Brown
we're doing a whole lot. We're doing great.
Mike Brown told Alvarado how to get him involved.
Mike Brown told Alvarado.
Mike Brown put him on the. Mike Brown gave him minutes. Mike Brown gave him minutes.
So
that's all you need to know.
He told him where to go. He said, "I need you to give me 5 assists."
Why did he give him minutes? Why did he give him minutes? Hold on. Yeah. He's such a genius. Why did he give him minutes? Because fucking Deuce is out. Deuce is out, Goofy. That's why he got minutes. If Deuce would have been here, do you think Alvarado will see the floor? Hell fuck no.
Let me ask you something. No, dumbass, because if Deuce was here, we wouldn't have Alvarado. We went and got Alvarado because Deuce went down. That's why we got Alvarado, because Deuce went down. If Deuce wouldn't go down, we probably wouldn't have Alvarado.
Bro.
That's the logic.
That's how he got his minutes. You're making Mike Brown seem like a genius because he gave him fucking minutes.
All I said was Mike Brown gave him the minutes and played him as the coach.
Well, Captain Obvious.
He could pull him or he could give him the minutes. What he does with the minutes is on Alvarado. But the move, but Alvarado wouldn't do shit if he wouldn't have gotten the minutes in the first place from the coach. So give the coach his credit.
Nah, you good.
I was trying to clear out the screen and I accidentally closed the call.
That's all good. Yeah, he's just mad. He's mad. I want you to say. I asked you last time, Machete, to have specific points on what Mike Brown is doing. Okay. And you haven't had that. You had all your notes you said you had, and you remember he bringing players. Well, fuck, that's his job. You guys put on uniforms, go out there on the court. That's his fucking job.
So give him his credit. Give him his credit for doing his job then.
Yeah,
stop talking about who's going to do.
Let me say his point. Let me say one thing. Hold on. Let me say one thing. So we could kind of put things in perspective a little bit. Okay. Denver Nuggets, Boston Celtics, your New York Knicks, top 3 offensive ratings. Defensive ratings, I'm not going to read them all, but we're 9th. Net rating, we're 5th. What does that tell you? I can tell you what it tells me. And what it tells me is that we got a pretty competent coach. What it tells me is that we got a top 10 offense, top 10 defense, which translates to championships. Go back to like the past whatever many years, top 10 in offense and defense wins championships. Again, what does that tell you?
What it tells me.
Let me say one last thing. What it tells me. The last thing is, what it tells me is that we are championship ready. Whether you like the coach or not, whether he run plays or not. We get it done. That's it.
I like your take. What it tells me is that the front office did a phenomenal job assembling this team with what little assets we got. What it tells me,
just throwing them out there. No game plan, no nothing.
What it tells me is that we have what it tells.
And what about getting the coach? They assembled a team, but what about getting the coach?
You don't say shit about coach.
I can't even get a word out.
This is what I'll say about your shitty coach. We got mollywopped by fucking Detroit 3 fucking times. Why can't he figure that motherfucker out? That he's so
You know what?
Why can't he figure that shit out? Mollywop.
Detroit's mollywopping everybody. What are you talking about?
At the Garden.
But they're mollywopping everybody. Detroit. If you look at the odds favorites. If you go to ESPN anywhere, the odds favorite to go to the finals are Oklahoma City Thunders and Detroit Pistons. Those are the two that they're looking forward to, and they're counting to be in the finals. The Knicks ain't in that conversation.
You're talking about losses. Why are we crying about losses when we just beat the second seed in the West by 30? What the fuck are we doing? This is the most money fan base ever.
Somebody do me a solid. Somebody do me a solid. Somebody check to see how many times the San Antonio Spurs has gone up against the the Detroit Pistons, and what the record is between the Spurs and Detroit this year.
What does that mean?
And versus what New York and the Spurs. Let's just do that measurement.
You'd have to go.
Hold on. You want me to do what?
I want to see what is the record between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs this year right now. I think we're 3-2.
We swept them.
We swept them. I think they won one against us.
They didn't win jack shit against us.
Oh, okay. And then we swept the Spurs. Now, what's the record with the Detroit? Detroit's a much better team, so they should have swept the Spurs too, right?
They're not a better team. They were just.
I'm saying, but on record, on paper, right now on numbers, Detroit has better numbers and they're a better team than
Listen, you guys are going down.
What is the record against the Spurs?
You're going down the rabbit hole because you're glazing.
I'm asking you. We're comparing. All I'm asking is you compare.
I apologize. I fact checked myself. We split the series 1-1.
That's what I thought.
But we beat them in the cup and we beat them now.
So we're 3-2 is what I'm saying. We're like 3-2. We're 3-2, 3-1 against them.
3-1. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, what is the Detroit record against the Spurs is what I'm asking. They should be better than us. I'm just want to ask where they are against the Spurs. The number 2 team in the West right now.
What would be the point if they're better?
I just want to know for my satisfaction.
Okay, the Spurs beat them in the lone game that they played against them.
One game, Spurs up. How does that matter to your?
Oh, they've only played one game. That's it. All right, never mind. That just forget it.
That voids what you were saying.
Well, my point is that Detroit.
I mean, it says here that the Spurs have won 9 consecutive games against the Pistons. Do with that information what you will.
There you go. 9 consecutive games against the Pistons. So the Spurs are better than the fucking Detroit, and we're better than the Spurs. That's my point.
And we get mollywopped by the worser team. Put that together.
And we got mollywopped by Boston last year. And we got mollywopped by Boston. What happened to Boston? And we got mollywopped by Cleveland. What happened to Cleveland? So what's your point?
The point is that both coaches suck, and the team is the one that assembled the W. That tells you right there.
The coaches are in the Spurs.
No, that means Thibodeau sucked. And that means Brown sucks. That the team had to pull it out of their ass themselves. Glazing
Fibs. Why are we talking about Fibs? Why are we talking about Fibs? You meant to say Mike Brown.
You brought up last year, nigga. You brought up last year. Who the fuck was the coach last year? Does that make sense? What are you talking about? Of course I have to bring up Tibbs. He was a coach last year. The fuck are you talking about? You said I brought up. You brought up last year. Was there an invisible coach?
You're right.
Did the players just show up by themselves?
You're right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're right. You're right. You're right. Your coach Sid got fucking mollywopped
And I said
last
that. I just
year.
said he did. That both coaches suck. I said both of them.
Listen to your brother.
God damn. What are we doing here? I was good. Me and Two Shots was good. And then you brought our fucking stress level. We was doing good. Two Shots had a good show. He was doing so good. Now he's got heart palpitations.
Yeah, that's it.
Coño, pero es verdad, coño. Mira, muchacho, el diablo, coño. Pero esto,
Muchacho el Diablo. Wow. I haven't heard that since I was like 12,
yo,
bro.
Michelle's gonna bring it out like the old Dominicans. Mira, hijo de la semilla, coño.
Oh my God, dude, yo. I used to hear that shit so much.
All that to say, Machete, I wasn't glazing or opposed on anybody. If you were here in the beginning, maybe you weren't because you were working. I said we can go and talk crap about the players, the coach, everybody. I said right now we got 20 games left in the season. Whatever side of the fence you on, whether you're for Cat, whether whoever you're at, it doesn't matter. Because right now it's the name in the front of the jersey that matters. And either we support this team or we don't. Whoever it is. I can't get Mike Brown fired right now. I can't fucking. I already put videos and tagged Brunson to get some fucking high tops or mid tops. He ain't do it. He's not gonna do it, right? I could be mad about that shit. Get some fucking mid tops, right? I could have said that. I could still be upset about it. But the nigga wants to play in Kobe low tops. I can't say shit about it, but hope that he doesn't get injured and let him cook. Let the nigga cook like that in his low tops. So that I can't do shit about it. So right now I just gotta support my guy with his low cut shoes. And the coach who, I pray he makes a challenge. Maybe he has an idea. Who the fuck knows? But right now, I just got to run with the New York Knicks. 20 games in. We're starting to play good. Could there be opportunities for coach in the game? Yes. Could there be more chances for Brunson to pass the fucking ball to Cat? Yes. Could Cat be a little more aggressive? Yes. But guess what? We beat the number 2 team by 30 fucking points with us having bitch fits and opportunities to argue about our team. So, all that to say is I'm trying to support the Knicks with a shitty coach, a fucking point guard who dribbles the fuck out of the ball, a fucking center who's fucking sometimes he just doesn't like being aggressive or angry, and we want him to be angry and take the ball. But you know what? This is my fucking Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got a crackhead uncle. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You got the crackhead uncle broken in the house.
Hey.
This is our family.
Tell me you salty. Tell me you salty without telling me you salty.
Listen, everybody got. Listen, look at your family. Everybody, you got some people in your family, and me included. I'm the one that my cousins get mad at. I'm the one that's like, fuck. I wish we did have Dwight in the house. You know what? But I'm here every holiday, nigga. So what? Say something. Pass me the fucking turkey sauce, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like we have our family. This is our Knicks family.
The gravy.
Whatever, the turkey sauce, the stuff. Whatever.
The gravy.
Anyway, all I'm saying is that we have weird people in our
Bring me here.
We have crazy people in our team. Sancocho. Anyway, all that to say is that we could all complain about whoever the fuck we want on our team, but guess what? This is our team. This is who we're breaking bread with. You know what I'm saying? This is who we got, and we could complain about it, or we could just hope that our team wins the chip. Because if we win the chip, guess what? Nobody's going to talk shit about Mike Brown. No one's going to say shit about Cat's shots. No one's going to say shit about Brunson pounding the out of the ball. I'm just going to say my New York Knickerbockers are champs. And then we could bitch about that shit in the offseason about trading and all that other shit later. But for now, let's ride with this fucking team. That's it. Coach Brown.
What a clusterfuck. Anyways, I appreciate that rant. It was very well put together.
I love that.
Anyways, that's the show for today. I can't keep doing this anymore. I love you guys, but the whole back and forth with the negativity, it's just killing my vibe, bro. The next one, I'm in a good headspace. Let's enjoy the night. I'm gonna say my final outro thoughts.
No, you're the last one. You're the host. You gotta be the last one, bro.
Oh, okay, my bad. So, Ruel, take it away.
Nah, tell the other two who are selective hearing here.
Okay, Machetazo, take it away. Crickets. New Knicks.
My bad, guys.
Okay.
My bad. Hey, everybody have a good night. It was a great win. Peace out to everyone out there. Group win. We got a real tough schedule coming up. We got a back-to-back coming up right now. We got Toronto, and then we got Denver, I believe, right? Or is it OKC? Either way, it's going to be some tough games. Let's get some
OKC
rest.
coming
Hopefully,
up.
we'll get a win. We'll come out one out of the two, I think. This weekend, we'll see. I got us 50-50, but let's go, man, because that next game after we're playing Toronto is going to be pretty tough. I think we're playing them away, and then we're playing Denver or something like that at home, or OKC at home, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go Knicks. Everybody have a good night. God bless, brothers. Good night, Two Shots. Good job. Good night, Ruel. Good night, New Knicks, bro. Take care out there, little brother, wherever you are. Stay safe, please, in your travels. All right, God bless. Just a little bendiga, eh? Let's go Knicks.
Love you, cuz.
So Knicks. No Knicks. Let me get your thoughts, please. Or your outros.
Yo, shout out to my squad, my city, New York Knicks. You know what I mean? Shit, I think we doing good. And
After all that.
I think,
After all that,
I mean, I said after Perks and Shaq talked to the guys, I see a little difference. It was a seed planted, and we're looking better. Hopefully, Brunson could continue the non-hogging plays. You know what I mean, and get us this chip, bro. We need a chip.
All right.
So shout out to the chat. Yo, my bad. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Excuse the craziness. Excuse me not having watched the games and having good takes for you guys to take home with you. But yeah, shout out to you, Two Shots. You did a great job. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to Mike the Specialist, Machete, everybody out there. We here.
All right. And we're well. Let me get your outro.
hey, salute to the chat. Appreciate all of you in the chat. ChemDoc, first time in the building. Appreciate you. Hopefully you like and subscribe. Salute to Coach Sayer. Ain't seen you in a while. Glad you came back to the chat. Just Knicks, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Salute to all of you. Nostalgic, I saw you, my brother. Two Shots running the show, so I couldn't get everybody. David Smith, losing your motherfucking mind in the chat. Here, appreciate you. You just done lost. He said we also got crazy, weird content creators. That's a fact. We appreciate you for being here supporting some of these crazy content creators. Appreciate that. And listen, I never seen anyone give themselves a shout out. He gave himself kudos. He said kudos to David Smith. He's talking in third person over. He's giving himself a shout out. Hey,
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you brought it up.
Salute to all you guys. Murray, I didn't get to your question, but salute to you. Appreciate you. Salute to Two Shots for hosting the show today. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Try to give the bro a break. You know what I'm saying? We're breaking him in slowly. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing his thing. He got it. Next is New Knicks, and see how we passing around to the panel. Puff passing is what we doing out here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hitting the blunt dough. I'm passing it around. They take a shot. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody. Again, maybe Machete didn't hear. I love my cousin, but nobody gets you crazy like your family. I love my cousin. But nonetheless, I'm trying to support the team, even though I may not agree with everything that's happening for the team. But I'm being hopeful for the best, and I'm hoping that we just play our best basketball. However that looks, coaching, players, everything. I'm just looking for the best basketball in these last 20 games. We're looking pretty good. These next two, as Machete said, is going to be a tough one because we got Tuesday. Hey, Machete, mute your mic. Machete, mute your mic. We got Tuesday against Toronto, and then we're going to have a back-to-back against OKC, the defending champs. That's going to be a tough ask, so it's going to be tough to see. But I'm happy with our Knicks. Let's go Knicks. Two Shots. Great job.
You're not giving me an outro?
I don't really have an outro, but salute to the chat. You know what I'm saying? We out of here. You heard?
Okay.
I got to work on my outro.
Appreciate you.
I'm usually the end, so I don't know. I got to work on something.
Okay. Whatever. But yeah, I appreciate everybody in the chat for your comments and thoughts. David Smith, you're my guy, regardless. I love you. I need you. You know what I'm saying? I need your craziness. Because without you, there is no us. Anyways, yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody. A little bit of housekeeping. like, share, subscribe, get us out there. If you enjoyed the content, if you didn't, put a little comment. Let us know how we could do a little bit better. Maybe clean it up a little bit. Whatever your thoughts and ideas are, let us know, and we will try to work on that to get better.
Hey, listen, I've been trying to clean up for 4 years, so that forget that.
Bro, I've been here in the 4 years, bro. I get it.
Go ahead.
But yeah, no, it's all good. But yeah, I just want to say shout out to the chat, live game, replay game, all the games. You're all welcomed. We all love everybody. It's all love. We a love game. Feel me? We spread love. Sometimes, not all the times. Most of the time, be negative, because there's some negative people. But most of the time, but not really most of the time. But you get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, 2 shots out.
New York City. New York Knicks. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back.
A minute remaining. Brunson at 3. Bang! Jalen Brunson does it again. Timeout.
Sounds like it's about to go down there.